for joining us for episode 10 of the Astral Circus here on happyjacksrpg. We have all of our previous sessions at happyjacks.org/the Astral Circus, and happyjacks.org/shows has anything and everything we've ever done. I'm Jason. I'm your GM. Content warning, we got all the blood and guts, and they're coming today specifically. I promised some of it last week, and I didn't deliver. So you can bet we're backing up a truckload full of guts and tipping it out. So you're welcome. We have safety tools in place.
Fresh and organic guts.
Yeah. These are free-range guts that
No.
you'll be sorry that they are.
No AI guts, none of that.
No. We have safety tools in place. I hope you do too. Dion, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I am Dion. I am playing Gralen Longstamp, both he, him. He is our resident forest gnome grave cleric who's here to make sure that all his friends survive as we rearrange these guts. Your turn.
Hi, folks. I'm Jay, and I play Brutus Bucks, the Giff monk. We both use he, him pronouns. And I'm here to make sure that none of my friends get killed or get too bathed in guts, I guess.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
I will fail spectacularly in that second part, I'm sure.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam. I use they, them pronouns, and I am here to play Jaden Sapphire, he, him, astral elf druid, who is here to try and be sparkly despite the amount of guts.
I mean, you didn't really have to try to be sparkly.
No.
We just might add a glisten.
Sure, a sheen.
Sparkle and guts, they're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
That's true.
Especially if you eat a lot of glitter.
Glitter.
Hi, I am Pooja. I don't use pronouns. I am playing Ezthe Perah, martial sorcerer, tiefling, they, them, who is here to make guts look good.
Oh, wear it.
So quick check-in. We have our we're continuing our combat that we ended last week. We're sort of speed running our intro here so we can get right back into it. Our combat order is Jaden, Ezthe, Gralen, then Zorug, our friend from Zorug Backbreaker is
Our friend from work.
Yeah, our friend from work.
Friend.
Then it's Brutus, and the partially seromorphed Umber Hulk. Which is a custom jobby that I've put together here. Well, let's see. Zorug has taken 13 damage. The Umber Hulk has taken 83 damage. And it is... not bloodied.
Yet.
So, does everyone remember what that indicates?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, what is everybody else's? How much damage has Ezthe taken?
None.
Oh, okay. So you have all of your temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about Jaden?
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't think I've taken any hits either.
Okay.
Me neither.
Okay. Great. Okay.
Everybody just came out the forest.
That's true. Okay. So we have our map. The big blue square there is the current position of the moonbeam. It is not currently going to injure anybody. I imagine Jaden's going to move it. The big green snaky head thing is our Umber Hulk, and I apologize, it was not scaled correctly. He's actually a huge creature
Oh.
and is now scaled correctly.
Oh boy, okay.
So we didn't realize as he was burrowing through all the mushroom undergrowth, but as he pops out and then keeps coming out of that hole, right?
Yeah.
Like, blah, blah, blah. And he moves a little bit like, so I think they look like crabby gorillas, right? Like a gorilla with a shell. And so he comes out like knuckle walk, you know.
Like a hermit crab.
Yeah. And
But horrible.
But has 2 arms, 2 legs, has what would be mandibles on a normal Umber Hulk are tentacles. And bits of his carapace have Shlorped off. That's the only word, the adjective that works.
Verb.
No,
Verb.
adverb.
Regular verb.
It's verb.
Oh, verb.
It's action.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I-
just a verb.
I can't read.
How
it.
dare you in front of the English teacher? How dare you?
I have a degree in English. That is a license to make up words.
That's kind
I
of true.
take my responsibility seriously. Okay. Before we get to Jaden's turn, sorry, I'd want to do a quick thing on 0. The what's sometimes colloquially known as a layer action.
Oh no.
Oh no.
In this case, it's an environmental turn.
Okay.
Right? You know, like in Baldur's Gate, everybody takes their turn, and then the rocks fall, or the thing blows up, or whatever, right? Yeah, this sounds familiar.
Or the mushrooms attack you.
Okay.
You know what? The mushrooms are really friendly. You must have done something to them.
Yeah. So about that, there is you've become aware of the density of the sort of yellowish spores that are they were always in the air when you got here, right? Like, but there's this swirling, there's all this combat. This guy's just burrowed through a bunch of mushrooms that's like exploded out, right? And there's a lot of matter in the air. So
Cool.
I would like everybody to make a Constitution saving throw,
Oh
please.
boy.
On save.
It is a
Okay.
DC 13, because that's my favorite number.
We are still blessed, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me what that means.
Add a D4.
Add a D4.
At 4.
Thank you.
D4.
Yeah, so 2d10 plus a d4,
Ooh, you said what's the DC?
13.
Come on.
Are we close?
I need not a 1.
Oh,
Nice.
crit.
Oh,
Okay, I made it.
okay.
Aw, yeah.
All right.
13.
Okay,
Just
13
made
on
it.
the dot.
17 for me.
Okay.
So.
So you got
I got 20 on my D10s.
you got 10-10?
I got 10, 10, 3, and then plus 1. So I got
Okay.
24.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to pause the combat for a second. Okay, I had something in mind for a special crit like this,
Okay.
and it's even like I couldn't have written this better. Okay, so these are memory spores. Okay, and so did you make it?
I did.
Okay, so for the 3 of you, you feel it tugging, and as you breathe it in, you can feel memories bubbling to the surface. They're your memories, right? But it was threatening to overwhelm you with, like, you'd be stuck reliving that. Nice memory, bad memory. It doesn't matter when you're in the middle of fighting an Umber Hulk that's been partially ceramorphosed.
Yes.
Ceramorphosed. There we go.
That sounds better.
Yeah. So the 3 of you are fine, however. You feel you're able to just let that all settle back down and refocus on what's happening here, especially as this thing is like roaring in your ears and in your mind, right? It is telepathically assaulting you along with everything else.
Rude.
Now, Jaden, the next time we have to make this check, you don't have to check. You've automatically passed it.
Yay.
Okay, but then after 2, you'll
Okay.
we'll get back to it. But also, you have a moment. You're going to experience a memory that doesn't take away from your action, right? You have a little
Okay.
like speed, like dream speed,
Mhm.
right? That moment where you like, if you're having a lazy day and you wake up at 8, you're like, fuck, I'm not getting up at 8, and then you sleep till 10. In that 2 hours, you live like 3 days in your dream. You know, you have a little bit of a montage, and you recall an old friend of yours. It is let's see, Barnabas Fizzlecrank.
Oh. Sorry.
Barnabas Fizzlecrank, they them, is a gnome, was a deep gnome. And I say was because you don't know how long ago this memory was,
Yeah, we
right? You know it was deep enough that it's not a recent memory, okay?
Cool.
And it pops up Okay, I do need you to make an investigation check for this. It's a DC 15.
Okay.
Um,
I'm not good at that,
that's
but
okay.
we're gonna try.
That's okay. It would be actually. It needs to be DC 18. It is really hard to notice this right now.
Let's find out. That's gonna. That's a no.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Again, I don't gate important critical information behind a yes/no die roll, but it's something you'll figure out later.
Okay.
So you're in a hallway with a display case, and it's like you're in a museum, right?
Okay.
Is what it looks like, but like a natural history museum. So there's like a glass top case with a bunch of artifacts in it. There's a wall with some various I think the memory is you're focused on Barnabas, and so you're aware that there's this stuff out here, but I'm not going to tell you what's in those displays.
Okay.
All right, because it's all out of focus. Also, you're pretty high right now. Not in the memory, but like this is fucking with your head.
Okay.
All right, but you get this zoom in on Barnabas, who is let's see, how tall are gnomes again?
I'm about 4 feet, so it's
And-
usually somewhere between like 3 and upper 4s, low 5s. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they can reach 5 feet.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so. But for like 4'2" is a pretty tall gnome, right? Like something like that.
I'm like in the middle at 4 flat, so it's
Okay,
like
okay.
mid 4s to mid 3s.
So like 3'6" to 4'6".
Yeah.
Okay. So he's a little under. He's like 3'10". He tells everybody he's 3'11". But
Tells everyone he's 4 foot.
yeah, he does.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. They them. So
They yeah,
okay.
thank you. Yeah, they. I forgot as well. Barnabas is like has indicated like, oh, but in your memory they say, well, don't worry, Mr. Bluestone, everything's going to be ready to go for the opening. Oh, sorry, Professor Bluestone, he calls you. They call
Oh.
you.
Okay. That's a weird thing to forget. Odd. Okay.
And you just recall that you know who this person is, right? You
Mhm.
know Barnabas Fizzlecrank of the Waterdeep Fizzlecranks,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a whole long family line of Fizzlecranks. They are broad and deep. they're everywhere. But hey,
them.
it's a girthy family line, is what I'm saying. Look, who just started it?
I'm sorry. I'm just picking up what you were laying down.
Barnabas, in your memory,
Mhm.
has it's not grizzled. It's like a super well maintained but stark white beard.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't look that old, right? They
Hmm.
like, and gnomes can live hundreds of years, right? I think they go 400 or 500 years, something like that, is typical lifespan for gnome. But they look like when they're 400 years old, they look like a 400-year-old person. Like,
Sure.
just totally decrepit, But Barnabas doesn't even look 100 years old.
Okay.
They seem like a relatively middle-aged, like a 40-something human, maybe. But the stark white beard, and the head is shaved because you could see like the hairline was pushing back,
Mm-hmm.
and so he doesn't like skin shave it, but just keeps it buzzed, and you could sort of see the white and black stubble
Yeah.
left over there, because Barnabas could not be bothered. That is the type of person we're talking about. Okay, they're wearing let's see, Barnabas' favorite color, probably purple.
Okay.
And is wearing not robes, but like a a purple sort of vest and shirt and jacket and pants and dress shoes and very sort of Victorian.
Okay.
Oscar Wilde if he was 3 feet tall. That kind of vibe.
I like it. Okay.
And then you snap back. You're face to face with an enormous 15-foot tall ceramorphosed Umber Hulk.
One end of the spectrum to the other. Okay. Gross. That's information I guess I'm going to have to deal with later because this thing is trying to kill us.
Yeah, it's probably unrelated, unimportant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
memory.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to move that moonbeam.
Okay, where do you want to move it?
To the Umber Hulk, please.
Okay, so something I wasn't sure about, and Jay, maybe when you move the moonbeam, does it like burn everything on its way, or does it just sort of blip?
Let me look at the.
Because it doesn't seem like it is like.
I've ruled it as that, like, personally, I've ruled it that it blips. Like,
Yeah.
if you move the moonbeam, it doesn't affect the creatures that you move it through.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll cause damage when it finally settles where it is.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
So in this case, too, I don't think it would cause damage to the Umber Hulk immediately. It would cause it at the start of the Umber Hulk's turn.
Oh, but I think when you move it, it's supposed to do damage.
I can't remember.
Okay, I'll
don't
look
remember
it
the
up.
word. I think that one might be a DM adjudication thing.
Yeah, it can't move. It can't do damage on the way though, because otherwise it's just a like animate
Destroy
beam weapon.
everything, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be wild. But
Friend or foe. But
as
then
it's
again,
moving,
I mean,
it's sort of like when you move your hand over a candle flame. It's
yeah.
like if you held it.
You could also move it like around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have enough movement to like take it around.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine. It just moves.
It does
through.
seem like I thought about this last time. It does seem silly to not have it do damage like when it arrives, because if you place it and then just the creature can move every time,
Right.
then it never does any damage.
Yeah,
So that
it
kind of
only
doesn't
damages
make any
them
sense.
at the end of their turn.
Is it at the end or when they
Yeah,
when
it's at
if
the-
they get out of it? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
then that would make sense.
Yeah.
It'll do damage when you place it, and then if they end their turn there,
Okay.
it'll do it again. And this is a 3d10 moonbeam.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's roll your 3d10.
Sweet. Okay. Let's go moonbeam.
The wording on the movement of it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Seriously?
Wow.
That is bad.
Oh no.
Wah, wah.
I got
Oh,
two
I-
ones and a 2.
Oh,
That's
no.
like-
4 damage.
That's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's
thought it was
bad
gonna
luck.
be a good. Are you kidding me?
No, that's
Okay.
you're fired, Dice.
Okay, but the good news. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Okay. Never
It
mind.
says-
I don't have good news for you yet.
When it appears, so it is like it blips and then appears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okie doke.
Okay, let's see if my
And that's your standard action.
that's my regular action.
Okay.
And then for a bonus action, since I am in my starry form, I'm gonna shoot a luminous arrow at it, which hopefully will be better. Dice, don't screw me, please. That's 1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Is it like an automatic? That's great.
Wait. I'm sorry. What was it you're using?
Luminous arrow.
Oh yeah. I think you have to roll to hit with that.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Let me double check. That's because you're in the archer form
Yes.
of your doodad.
Archer's constellation of starry form.
Yeah, let me just double check that. Because auto hit would be
Just a shiny.
Unusual.
symbol.
Oh yeah, it says 2 hit plus 7.
yeah. Okay, so you got to roll your 2d10 plus 7 first.
Okay. And do I use blessing for that? Because it's 2d.
Bless is for attacks and saving
attack,
throws.
yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's not skill checks.
Jason, you want to move the moonbeam on the
Oh yeah, thank you.
map?
Dice, you guys gotta get it together. But thankfully to that 7, it's gonna be 16. Does that hit?
16. I don't think
Wait.
16 will miss unless you have some other.
Where is 11? Wait, no, 11 plus 7 is 18. I can't math today.
11 plus 7 is 18. Yes, that is correct. Okay, 18 hits. Also, where do you want the moonbeam to move to?
Right, because he's big.
Yeah.
So
So it could be anywhere where it intersects at least one square. It will do the 4 damage that you rolled for.
mhm.
So if I were to make a recommendation, I might say something like this, or even this.
I can't see
Yeah,
what
not
they
seeing
did.
it.
Oh,
anything
yeah, sorry, I'll
weird.
drop it. I realized you couldn't see it while I was holding on to it. So something like this would have dealt that damage, and he either has to go back through the undergrowth or
Mhm.
try to use a bunch of movement to get through and maybe force some attacks of opportunity or whatever else. However, it also puts it right next to Gralen, and then people are going to have to navigate around it. So those
Yeah.
are the sort of pluses and minuses of how you might want to place it.
Could I place it like where it is, but like 1 square that way?
To the right?
Yeah. So it's like a little bit more on the Hulk.
Yeah, like that.
And yeah, less close to Gralen.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Oh,
I rolled 6 damage for. Wait, that was a 6 plus 4, 10 damage for the luminous arrow.
10 damage for Lupin. Okay, now it is bloodied. What does this arrow thing look like? How do you want to characterize that?
Oh. I'm the worst. Do you know the reading rainbow?
Oh my god, I love it so much.
No. No.
So like rainbow
The
sparkles.
more you know.
The more you know
Yeah.
arrow. Yes, it's that.
My friends at work know that song gets stuck in my head very easily.
Oh no.
And I spent all week trying to get it trapped in my head,
Okay.
and you have just done it immediately.
Okay. Well, we
You're
won't sing
welcome.
it.
I'm not
going
gonna
to
sing it.
But yeah.
So it's like a kind of transparent, like crystalline, like arrow, but then
Uh-huh.
when he shoots it, it does that like rainbow with sparkles trail.
I'm also picturing this just absolutely like ballerina bow pull,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Of,
like the toe is pointed.
yeah.
Like-
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful form.
Bravo.
Be terrible form for using an actual bow and arrow, but that's not what
You
we're
can't do
doing
that.
here. Yeah. Oh yeah. When you made a little chart for Jaden
Yes.
of like horoscope stuff, right?
Mhm.
Did you have any of the images of what the constellations look like? Or
Oh, I
just
don't
the-
think
the
I do.
names
I
of
just
the
wrote down the
horoscope
names
things?
of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you share that list with me at
Yeah.
some point? Okay, great. Or actually, if you have access to Slack or something, or
Yeah.
text it to me.
It's in my Dropbox. I can just send you a link.
Okay, cool. All right. That was Jaden's turn. Or do you want to move at all?
Yeah, I would like to be farther away from that thing.
Okay. You should be able to grab it on
Right.
your screen there.
Let's see. I use the little hand guy to move me. No, that's Pan.
The
Oh
arrow.
yeah, the arrow thing.
Okay. I'm gonna move me there, I think. Just a little further away.
Okay.
How far is that? Oh, that's still pretty close. That's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Well, it's actually 25 feet with the closest thing. So,
No, thank you.
Whoop. Also, okay, so let's remember to try to like count that's totally
Sorry.
within your movement, but we'll try to count the squares since we're
Yeah.
trying to play according to Hoyle here.
Hmm.
Also, I'm gonna reveal something that wasn't obvious before because he had to like plow through the undergrowth and everything. The moonbeam comes down, and then the arrow fires out, and this guy whips around, tentacles, fluff, fluff, and is just staring evil daggers at Jaden. And it is indicating it has a condition called last in, first out. It will damage the last person to hit it. It will attack the last person to damage it on the start of its turn.
Grim.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So, does everybody understand the implications there? Okay. And that means also if you want to delay actions or take actions in a different turn or in a different order, you all are in contiguous turn, right? Like, so as far as I'm concerned, you all can mix and match standard action, bonus action, moves in any order between the four of you.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have Brutus. You're not gonna be able to because Zorg is between you and the rest of the group, and Zorg is not that well tuned to the group.
Okay.
But oh no, actually, you have the same initiative as Zorg, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna move you up. And you actually can do this, but Zorg is not part of the mix and match
Sure.
activity chain.
Can I know what everybody's AC is? Just out of
Oh,
curiosity.
yeah.
19.
17.
16.
18.
thank
Zorg's is 18, I think.
Okay. Cool.
Get out of here.
We're all
Does that to me all the time. I'm just like, that's not what I know.
I just touched my screen on D&D Beyond and it rolled a dice for me.
Oh,
I was
right.
like, I don't know what happened.
Okay. Any other okay, so we have Ezthe, Gralen, Brutus. Sorry, and I should have had it be somewhat interchangeable with Jaden too, but whatever order you want to take your actions in, decide who you want to be the last one to damage it. Otherwise, it's going to be Zorog, unless you tell her not to.
I mean, you have the highest AC, and we'll probably go boom. So
Yeah, I'm fine with
I think probably best if you do it, right? Because it benefits us more.
Mhm.
And we also can now predict it and get the hell out of Dodge.
It does mean somebody else needs to go, because it is my turn.
Yeah. I mean, it's everyone's turn
Yeah.
except for Zorog right now. So
And me, because I already went.
Gotcha. I haven't figured out yet.
Yeah,
so
I'm
if you-
gonna be just punching.
Go for it.
So okay, all right. You want to go ahead and take it?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna turn around as this thing like shambles out of the mushrooms. I'm gonna. Ooh, let's see. I've got the Thresher. The Thresher can also nick, right?
you have to choose that at the start of the day.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, the Thresher can't nick. Well, okay. Hold on. Well, I'll check in with you a little bit
Yeah,
after.
so
this.
currently it has the weapon mastery of pull.
Yeah.
And you can change that after a long rest.
Pull, sap, or topple. Okay. All right. Well, in any case, I'll have that. It's a light weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll attack with that. I'll attack with my dagger, and then I will spend a focus point to flurry of blows. And actually, I'll attack with the Thresher twice, so that's 5 attacks.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll them.
Easy peasy. And just note which attacks go with which damage dice, I guess.
Yeah, my dice are all color coded.
Okay.
So,
Awesome. Brilliant.
Okay, let's see. 1 second here. Whoa, where did my attack bonus go? That is +6, so one attack's gonna hit AC 15.
That's a miss.
Another attack's gonna hit AC 16.
Miss.
Let's see. Oh boy, this isn't boding great for me. Another attack's gonna hit AC 14.
Miss.
And then the last attack is gonna hit AC 19.
That hits.
Okay, so AC 19, I'm going to do a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As you know, I'm gonna say that's gonna be one of my unarmed strikes during the flurry, and that's it for me. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna you know what? Can I skirt around so that I can place myself between it and Gralen?
Yeah, you have plenty of movement
cool.
to do that.
Yeah, in that case, that's the little red dot. That's Zorog, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to, as soon as roll on my thing.
She's a little red Corvette.
Okay, yeah. Then in that case, I'm just going to.
That's a good song to be
zoom
stuck in
this
your
way. Boop, and get between it and my Kellenberate friend.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Excellent. So you did 9 bludgeon.
9 points of bludgeoning. Yeah.
Okay. The Umber Hulk has taken 106 points of damage. It's going great, everybody. Good job. That was, let's see.
I can go. I have together what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and toll the dead.
Mm.
So
Do I have to make a save for that?
save, wisdom save.
Well, can I do a con save instead?
Nope.
Constitution is like a kind of wisdom, right?
Okay. I got this many.
Not
Yeah.
even close.
Yeah, I held up 10 fingers for listeners, and I know that Gralen's save DC is more than 10, so. Yep.
Okay, that is 13 plus 4, 16 necrotic damage.
16. Rude.
Wait, 13 plus 4, 17.
17.
I can math.
We're good at numbers today.
I mean, math is the ultimate big bag in this campaign.
Okay.
And then, hold on, let me switch over to D.
It's worth noting you've now done 1, 2, 3 damage.
Yay.
Yay!
Nice.
So everybody make a wish.
I'm going to go right there.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
All right. So a movement to be south of the position there, a little southwest of the monster, but fully in the clearing, which is again where all of that illithid brine had sluiced down in here, and most of the mushrooms in the area are like, no thank you, and if kind of there's still like a layer of like moss and spongy whatever on the ground, but a lot of the other stuff has sort of like died off and not re-encroached the area, and we haven't had really enough time to figure out how long we think this has all been here, but maybe we'll get a moment after this.
I like that without working it out off camera or anything, we have established at least like a battle formation.
Uh-huh.
And it's always like Ezthe and Brutus up front. I try to stay in the middle, and then
Yeah,
Jaden is in
Way
the
over
back. Every fight we've gotten in this formation.
it's great. It's great. We like having tactics. Okay, that was I think we.
So, I would
Listen.
like Zorog to not be within 5 feet of me. That would be ideal.
Okay, well, Zorog has to go after you.
Oh, okay.
So what do you want Zorg to attack on her turn? Well, I guess you could take your turn first and then decide, but
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if... We'll see. But I am going to move around the other side of Zorog, then.
to the north?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to do it? Or you got it?
Sorry, there's just too many screens.
I know,
right
I can
here.
do it if
Yeah,
you
that'd be
good.
great.
I know you're
Thanks.
multitasking. So like over here?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I am going to quicken Spray of Cards. Which means that the Hulk needs to make a dex save.
Oh, okay.
And that's a 16.
I don't think I added save proficiencies to this. I mean, it wouldn't have been Dex or Wiz anyway, but I've custom made this Hulk. So, how about 14?
No.
I mean, it's basically the same as 16.
So close and yet so far away.
Yeah, okay.
And it takes 8 plus 8 is 16 points of damage and is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Jeez Louise. Blinded. Okay.
And then I am going to cast... which one is this? So I am going to cast Firebolt.
Hold on. I want to make sure. I feel like somebody had a really good sort of identify on this thing, or did we not have a chance to talk about it? I think you had identified, like, that sounds like an Umber Hulk, Jaden.
And I recognized it because
Yeah.
I've been down there before.
Well, because I sent the
Okay.
little bat to go look and see what was
Okay.
there,
Okay.
so I saw it first.
Just in case you want to, did you cast that spell specifically because it blinds?
Yes.
Okay, so you would know that Umber Hulks have a tremor sense, and that anything within 60 feet of them that's on the ground, they would be able to detect. So if you wanted to back that up and do a different spell, that's fine. But otherwise, this version of blinded, like for any of you on the ground, it's not going to have an effect.
Okay, so can we do Can we say hold person instead?
It
Is it humanoid?
is not humanoid.
Okay. Then let's go with okay, well I'll cast. Can I cast this as a yes. Then we'll say that I have cast Chromatic Orb as a 2nd level spell.
Okay. And we'll redo the damage for that.
Yeah. So that is a 10 plus 9. So that's 19 to
Oh,
hit.
it's actually. Oh yeah.
Well,
that,
on the dice.
oh yeah, that hits. Yeah. Oh, it's a crit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Which flavor of Chromatic Orb were you casting?
I have noticed that necromantic damage does seem to work pretty well.
Uh-huh.
And wait, no.
Is that I don't think that's
That's
an
not.
option.
That's not what the
Yeah, I
that
think it's
thing
all
means.
the elements.
It's elements.
It is
Yeah,
elements. It's just look,
And-
sometimes the symbols just don't. I was like, that one's poison because
Yeah.
it's a drop with the skull.
Right.
And this one must be necrotic because it's just the skull. And it turns out that's not the case. It's one is acid and one is poison.
Yeah.
So let's say acid.
Well, so the Thunder version does 3d8.
Yeah, and the acid version does 4, so I was going
Oh,
to do that.
what? Oh, usually the Thunder does more.
No, it's the acid version does more.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so 48 plus, which is the before a crit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 8s is 32.
32.
Mhm.
Good.
Plus 4 more dice.
Okay, so now let's
Good
find
lord.
some d8s.
Critting on spells. Can I go back to the 16 damage and blinded? I'll just play him blinded.
I mean, it's kind of a cool boost for acid. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh, well, this makes up for it. So that's 2, 6. That's 8. 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay. So
44.
44.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my quickened. And then I am going to cast Firebolt.
Uh-huh.
And
And for anyone listening, we've decided that a leveled spell and a cantrip in the same turn is acceptable. I think that's even rules as written, but it was a little unclear at one point. So
so that's 15 plus 7 to hit.
yeah, it hits, yeah.
And then that's 2d10 damage. And that's 14 damage. And then I'm going to use my old one too.
Oh yeah, cantrip means you can attack. Oh god, what have I done?
And then that's...
Was that what you do your leveled spell? That's the quicken.
Yeah.
I was wondering. That's okay. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was... But the rapier misses.
Ah, dang. Okay.
And that was a 14 all told.
Still, that was almost 60 damage that turn. It was 58 damage.
With
Go
a miss.
Ezthe.
Yeah.
50
Yeah.
damage with a miss.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what we're hoping from a sorcerer, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that's a striker class. That's a paper tiger. It's,
Yeah.
you know.
I will tell Zorag to get out of range.
Oh, okay. To just back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't want Zorg to attack. I just want to make sure I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Zorg will disengage and back the hell up.
Back that ass up, girl.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she could throw it back. All the way to Jaden.
Now that's throwing it back and making it clap.
Yep. Coincidence? Okay. So it is now my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to, let's see. Oh God. So the last person that heard it was Ezthe.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Boy, did I.
However, it's not a doofus and gonna just stay in the moonbeam. And it's cleared out some of this hole, so it's gonna step out of the moonbeam. And
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
oh yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That is 19 on the die.
That hit.
So that's a
Nice.
critical
Oh, that's
hit,
a
right?
crit. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I do 9 points of bludgeoning damage to it. I rolled 2 3s on 2d8. So,
Well.
yeah. What you gonna do?
When it comes
wait,
for you.
no,
Oh,
one of
wait, I
them,
maxed one of them.
one of them
right?
is max, right?
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 points. of bludgeoning
14.
damage.
Great. 14. Okay. Yeah, he's still up.
Okay.
This is probably going to be his last round, unless everybody misses the next turn.
Let me get out of this
Dice will
movie.
hear you.
Good thing you got out of the moonbeam.
Right.
For the... yeah. Okay. Ezthe, I have a series of attacks.
I don't think we've ever rooted for somebody on our team to get hit so much.
Rude.
You're a bomb. You're meant to do this.
Once.
Okay.
Is
Well,
that really
I'll just
where,
make
like,
my
this
first
guy is like, whatever. Like, do we really want to spend it here?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's see. Your attack bonus. Where'd it go? Oh yeah. The claw. Nice 17.
No.
Okay. Let's do the second attack.
That's the highest AC out of all of us.
And no hit points.
Oh, is that the trade-off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's see. 17 plus 8 is 25 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Then I'm going to forego my damage to automatically grapple you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Oh, right. Okay. So then, actually, I need you to make a save right away to see if you're restrained, and then I'm gonna try to eat your brain.
Okay. What save?
Oh, either Dex. Yeah, a Dex save. Yeah.
Okay.
Dex or Strength, I guess, would be fine.
That's a 17 plus 3 is 20 plus a d4.
Oh, your save is a 20.
3.
Oh yeah. Okay.
23.
That's fine. So he's got you grappled, but you're not restrained. Okay. And so one of these tentacles, manticles. Nope. No. No. Tentables. Tentables.
Tentacles.
Okay. One of these is wrapped around you, right? But it's sort of like up under one arm, so like your left arm is kind of like behind your back a little bit, and it's, it's got a hold of you. You can't get away currently. It's way stronger than you are, but it also didn't do any damage with that. Then it is going to do the Psychic Scream again. So I need everybody to make a DC 15 intelligence save.
Oof. Brutus is strong suit.
Oh, nice. I actually made that one.
Okay.
Hey, I crit.
Oh, did you really?
Not that it doesn't matter on this, does it?
Yeah, because you would take half damage, so you'll take quarter damage.
Oh, nice.
That's a 10.
Didn't make it.
The dice are
So,
mad. I don't know
okay.
what they're mad about, but they're mad.
11.
Oh no.
One
Okay,
better.
so
But, yeah.
2 of you are taking full damage.
Okay, let's see how much
I
this
need
does.
like one more D8. Did anybody? I hate having to re-roll them.
You need
We have so many dice available to us.
It's just a game channel. Like what's
Here, you want another D? Grab this one.
all right.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
That's one of the Happy Jacks sets. So
Oh, okay, great. Okay, so full damage, I'm so sorry, is 24 plus 4 is 28 damage.
Okay. All right.
And
Okay.
14, 7 for you. Okay?
So
And you succeeded, so you take 14.
What's 22 minus 14?
22 minus 14 is 8. 8.
Don't ask me to do math.
Oh, good.
Sunday evenings are great for math.
Yeah.
If there's anything we know.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
best time for math is after a long, grateful week.
Do you need that D8 back, or
No,
do you,
hold on to it. I've got plenty of
you're good?
D8s.
Okay.
The box
This is where all
right.
the D8s
The box
are.
is also right there, so if you need more.
No, I fished a bunch of the D8s out of there already. So
Okay.
I have all the D8s.
Also,
So-
I have 15 sets of dice now.
This means Jaden and Brutus are stunned.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Which
Ooh.
means you don't get to take any actions on your turn. You're
Yeah.
just going to make a save at the end of your turn to see if you'll get a turn after this. Okay.
Ouchies.
I didn't roll for Zora.
Oof.
Definitely stunned and takes some damage. She takes the full 24 damage. 28, I mean. So,
Ouchies.
41 damage. Okay. Yowza. It's a good thing she's a fighter. But yeah, not big with the intelligence saves.
None of us are.
What would
Right.
Why would
We
our
are
NPC be good
not
at
that
intelligence
party.
saves when the rest of us are so bad?
Yeah, I didn't want to steal the spotlight. You
I
know?
have the highest intelligence at a +1 save.
Yeah.
Yeah, dump stat.
It's overrated intelligence. Okay.
You know what you don't need to be when you're pretty? Smart.
Yeah. Also true. So you took half damage. You're not stunned. You're not stunned either. Jaden and Brutus are stunned.
With a little lightning bolt on my character.
You
Yeah.
pronounced
Okay.
stunning wrong.
Zorug also stunned. And
You missed a syllable.
the end of the round on the 0 turn, there is a fluttering sound that sounds like a flock of birds up in the sort of, like you don't see a flock of birds, those of you who aren't stunned. But let's have the two of you who are not stunned, please make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Oh, and actually they've made a stealth check, so let me roll that. Oh, look.
17.
6, no, just DC 20. Whoop. Sorry, that was based on their stealth check.
Yeah.
11.
Okay,
I'm a
oof.
little busy.
Okay, so you heard the noise, but you're not sure. I mean, who knows what that was, right?
There's lots of things down here. Anything can be making a noise.
Space bats.
Outer space. I don't.
Yeah,
This
right.
is who knows.
It's not important. Yeah,
Not,
not right now.
not compared to that thing.
Oh, I have to roll initiative. Oh.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, they can just go at the end.
Oh, well, good news. You're going to find out right now because they go on, let's see. 17 plus 7 is 24.
Yes.
Or not, nobody has
that's-
plus 7 initiative. It's plus 3, so 20.
20.
So on 20 is the space manta rays come swooping down in a little bit of a swarm. Folks may know them as there's a version of this that has a strange name that is probably cobbled from
The exit's a chittle.
yeah, from Mayan
it?
cultures. But we're just going to call them ixits
Okay.
and leave that cultural appropriation behind. These are called ixits. They've always been called ixits. There is a flock of, so normally ixits are small creatures. This is a flock of tiny ixits.
Oh.
And they'll be operating as a group, right? As a little mob. And let's do a quick nature check for you two who know what's coming. Or no, you haven't identified it. Well, actually, yeah, you can all see it now. So everybody roll nature.
Even if we're stunned?
Yeah, because you're thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, your eyes are open.
They sure are.
Oh, Zora's made it.
yeah, no.
It's DC 15.
Oh no, not even close.
Nature?
Yeah.
The intelligence-based one?
Mhm.
Oh, you can add your wisdom to this.
Still no.
16.
Okay, that's a hit.
I was so close and yet still didn't make it.
Okay.
If it
So
had been at 12, I could have done it.
Jaden is cursed with this knowledge that he's unable to communicate.
When
But
you're stunned, you
Zorug,
can't communicate via the sending stone?
No.
Mm.
no, you
That's
can't
really
take
rude.
any action, and yeah, it's
Dazed until.
But Zorug blurts out. Maybe she's picking up Jaden's mental waves, but got a 15 on the dice. So, good job.
He told her some nature facts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably got weird pillow talk.
She's had to deal with Ixits before.
Okay.
I know what these are. And she warns about their little barbed tails. Okay. Normally these are also like swimming creatures, and they are just flapping around in the air.
Sure.
Okay. So these are flying Ixits that they have a bite and they have a barbed tail that you have to be careful of as you're moving around them. That even like if you're going up to them.
And they have not been taken over by Mind Flayer tadpoles?
It's hard to tell from here.
Oh, fair. All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, actually, you're about to find out. So this swarm, let's see. I need. I'm just gonna copy the moonbeam thing because it's a large size swarm. Change the color of it. Okay, so the purple box are my flock of Ixits. Okay. They were circling overhead, and then they sort of turn into this sort of diving funnel, as this like dive bombing out of the foliage, and you realize too, even if you'd been looking for them, they are this sort of lavender purple that fits perfectly into the underside illuminated type of mushrooms that, like how do you camouflage yourself to that? Like, oh, they're this mottled lavender color that, they just come dive bombing out of there. Let's do a new perception check. For everyone can make it. Let's see, they're small, they're moving fast. Let's perception DC 18.
That time.
Okay.
I got doubles and I was real excited about it. And then
yeah.
I was like, oh,
Take a thread.
DC what? Yes, exactly.
21, not a crit.
Oh, okay. More cursed knowledge for you. You see as they go. Everybody, put your earmuffs on. You see as they go streaking by, because also they're not attacking you immediately.
Mm-hmm.
They also, like, manta rays have a little like mandible type thing. It's not really a mandible, but you know the arrangement of a manta ray.
Yeah.
It is instead a pair of tiny tentacles. So
I was gonna say manticles also, but nope,
Yeah.
nope.
nope.
We already did that one.
And they are in fact dive bombing, and so they can share the square that you're in, just so you know.
Okay.
Because of the
Like
swarm.
swarms do.
Yeah. And they are going after Gralen.
Oh, yeah.
You're not stunned, are you?
No. I'm
Okay,
not.
so you actually get to defend yourself. That's probably gonna miss. There's my bonus. Yeah. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Yeah, an 11 is gonna miss.
Mhm.
Not what I
Oh,
was
sorry.
supposed to
They
do.
have enough. They're supposed to attack with advantage for the swarm. Okay, that's a 12. On the first attack, second attack is 13, 15. Okay, third and last. 15 again.
Nope.
So, nope. Okay. So they're, just battering you as they're, flapping around.
How big are they?
Each one is, let's see, a small creature, Jay, is what, like a foot and a half?
A small creature?
Yeah.
Small creatures are like, they're like the size of Fenris. So
like 3 feet.
yeah, tiny creatures.
Tiny
are like the foot
creatures.
and a half, yeah.
Yeah, like they're, it's they're this flat sort of pancake manta ray thing, right? And each one is, it's probably about like a foot long and maybe 8 inches wide at the flappy part.
And then they kind of match the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay. And this happened. They showed up right after Jaden got stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Gralen for sure thinks this is the Jaden thing.
Oh,
Like, oh look.
the Jaden summoned them.
Oh, no.
Okay, well that's but they are clearly attacking
now they're
you,
clearly attacking me.
and you're defending yourself.
Yeah,
and,
gotcha.
So unless you want to allow them to to fail your defense.
I like the idea that like they match this sort of sparkly space aesthetic.
Oh, you're like,
and
oh, I
his first
bet.
thought it's like, Jaden's coming to defend herself.
Oh no, not Jaden's.
Not friendly, not friendly.
Not friendly.
Yeah.
Not nice, not nice.
So you smack a bunch of them
My
away.
friend shaped if not friend.
Do you have a shield?
I believe so. Let me double check. Am I holding a shield? I feel like I am. Yes.
I thought you did.
Yes.
Yeah. So one of them is like splat on like has the wings wrapped around the edge of your gnome-sized shield, right?
Gotcha.
And its little face is like the tentacles are
Snaps. No, bat.
yeah.
Bat.
And they're just all over you, but they're not able to like get a grip or get a good attack. They're chomping your armor or whatever.
Not a lot of me, whole lot of armor.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't really pick the best target. They should have gone after someone who was stunned. But I rolled for who they were going to attack. They went after you.
Perfect.
Also, but you're the smallest target. They're like, oh, maybe we could carry it away. You
Hey,
make a
are you gonna give me another roll? Because I haven't been doing good.
roll insight.
Roll ins. I'm gonna pick some different ones. See if I can change this. Insight.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm good at that one.
Do you have any
Oh, I'm really good at that
do you know any telepathy based magic?
Do I know any telepathy?
Like message sending?
Yeah, I have sending.
Roll with advantage.
Okay. One more. Just take one of these. 22.
Oh yeah. Okay. Not just a hint, but a full, like, you realize that if you just sort of like tip your mind a little bit, like, what if I just think unhinged a little bit? And suddenly you can hear their little group mind, right? I'm like, yes, take it, eat it, take it, eat it. And it's this, we will eat it, we will take it, we will, like, it's just this frantic thing, okay? And next turn, that's something you'll have to, like, the warning is, if you want to do something to prepare for this telepathic onslaught, that's the next thing they get to do.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. But it is this chattering, like, just horrid noise.
Gotcha.
Okay. Also, so everyone knows, in case you don't know, like, how D&D stuff works, if you have an AoE spell, an area of effect spell, pretty much all swarms are vulnerable to AoE damage. If this swarm was, let's say you did fireball, right? And they're resistant to fire, then they would take normal damage, right?
Okay.
The vulnerability and resistance would cancel out, right? So that's just worth noting. And I guess Moonbeam is AoE.
It's an area.
I'll give you the AoE benefit if you totally overlap the swarm.
Okay.
If you want to catch the edge, I'm not going to give you the bonus.
That's fair.
Also, I'll tell you right now, they're resistant to piercing damage. And that's just like a logical, like, what do you stab? Right?
Yeah.
You might get a wing or something, but they're just a flapping disaster. So, yeah. It's my nickname in college. Okay, so that's Ixit's. And it's the group's turn. Would it be helpful? Should we just do regular initiative order? Is that better? Or do y'all like being able to swap and change?
I mean, I want to cast Misty Step either way. I feel like it would be useful to get out of this business.
Let's see, where you are. Yeah, if you wanted to get away without having an attack of opportunity, that would be the way to go. Where would you like to end up?
I mean, honestly, I just don't want to be grappled anymore.
Oh, yeah, okay. So do you want to just go like a couple squares away?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
How's that look?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So then
Now, that is within range of his melee attack. If he has a 15-foot range. But if you're not really trying to get out of combat, then that's...
I'm not trying to get out of combat.
You just
I
don't
am
want to be
just
grappled.
not in the mood to be grappled.
Okay, so you spend a second level spell slot.
I did.
Okay. And what else are we doing?
Well, we're stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Save it.
let's go ahead and make your saves now so we'll know. Actually, I want these two to go without knowing if you've saved.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
So
Sure.
let's have you two go, and then we'll find out if you two saved.
Do you want me to go or you can?
I was actually... Well, I see the swarm has gotten you.
Mhm.
But nothing I am going to do is going to help unless you get out of inside of it.
And also, they're annoying me. I'm
Mm.
like largely deflecting.
Gotten
off
to
of them.
you.
Right.
Gotten to you.
Well, wait, what is it you want to do that you're worried about not helping? Because you could attack the front edge of them.
Yeah, but if I attack the front edge of them with an AoE spell...
No, that'll work. It's Moonbeam is an edge case, like of like, is it really an AoE? It's but if you hit that front edge with Thunderclap or whatever that's called, that is an AoE. An AoE that touches any part of their 4 squares will do double damage.
Okay.
Right? It's just Moonbeam is a sort of special case.
Okay.
I don't know if it's too metagaming, but I'm probably largely gonna ignore them and try to see if we can finish off the.
Yeah,
the
that's
big
also
sucker.
a good
Well,
idea.
the other thing is you could take your turn, get out of there.
That's what I was gonna do. Move out of it
And-
and hit
yeah.
the big one. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So now you're going to take an attack of opportunity. Okay.
that's fine.
Whoop. Oh, maybe. 16?
Nope.
Oh, dang. Okay. They don't have a huge to hit. Their strength is numbers.
That's so.
Okay. So what you can move your
I
guy,
am
right?
going to step. I think this would be the most productive for everybody. Here,
Sure.
and then I am going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at first level. Even if I don't kill it, whoever's next can kill it.
What's the range on that?
120.
You may want to move all the way to the back of the yellow section there, just in case, like, that'll give Ezthe more options if they come down and, like, want to blast that thing and not catch you on the cone of the blast.
Gotcha. So I was here.
Honestly,
1,
there's
2,
no
3,
reason.
4,
There's no reason for me to
5.
go into melee range with the bats because I do piercing damage in
6.
melee.
Oh, well, I mean, if you wanted to get close with a cone attack, those
Hmm.
only go, like, 3 squares.
That's still.
So-
that's within my movement.
Yeah.
I'll go there.
I
Okay.
know that I actually have one.
And Let me roll for Guiding Bolt. Let me remember what it is.
Burning Hands or the Thunder.
Spray of cards, is it?
What is the Thunder?
Thunderclap?
Thunderclap.
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave.
is the
Thunderwave.
pushing one.
Thank you. That's what I was.
That's the 3x3 one that pushes. So.
Yeah.
I don't actually have that.
Okay.
I do have burning hands.
What are the crit numbers again?
18, 19, 20 on the dice. You got 17? Yeah.
That's
Every
like
time I get
4
a
17s we've rolled
hurts.
today.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Every time I get the 9 and the 8, I'm like, oh, is that a crit?
That's exactly what happened to me. I was like, wait a minute.
It's got to be 9s and 10s.
9s and 10s.
That's
okay.
that's what. If it's all 9s and 10s,
It's a crit. Okay,
that's a
cool.
crit. That's probably the easiest way to remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, not a crit, but I did. I presume that
It was a crit in our hearts.
17. I presume that a 26 hits
Just yeah. You're guiding bolt on the big guy, right?
on the big guy.
On the Umber
yeah,
Hulk.
yeah.
Okay. And a lot of this green area in front of him, in front of the Hulk, is all mashed down, right? It's like most of that is not difficult terrain. Everything to the right of him is difficult terrain, the green, and the yellow is not difficult terrain.
Okay.
I love this in chat. Somebody mentioned these Ixits basically look like face huggers, and I'm thinking face huggers have legs, right? And so imagine it's a face hugger, but with that sort of flap that a flying squirrel gets.
Oh, sure.
You know, just horrible.
I love it.
Yeah.
13 radiant damage.
Yeah. Okay. 13 radiant damage.
And advantage,
And
on the next
advantage on the
attack.
next hit. Yeah.
On the Umber Hulk.
Yeah.
It drops.
That's what I was. That's what I was
alright.
hoping.
Yeah. Umber Hulk is an ex Umber Hulk. What can I like mark him as dead and leave him there? How do I
Pull the
mark
lines over his
stuff on
eyes.
here?
You got it. Yeah.
If you
You're
click
so
on the icon,
powerful.
Oh, here we go.
two little things will pop up. Yeah, there you go. There
Oh
you go.
yes, it definitely was my 13, and not sure what 58.
Obviously.
Yeah. Pill
Obviously.
stealer.
Basically.
I've got the best friends. They're so powerful.
Yes. Okay. So, Ezthe, what do you want to do on your turn?
So yeah, then I'll move forward and so oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I would say you two can tell that Jaden and Brutus are stunned, and Zorg is stunned.
Mm-hmm. So I'll move to there, which gets me in
oh no,
between
Zorg
the
was
swarm.
not stunned. She was able to give information about the
Right.
Ixits.
I'll move to this spot where it gives me like, you know, not right next, like it puts me between the swarm
Yeah.
and Brutus, who is stunned.
And you very cleverly have avoided my attack of opportunity because you stayed within 3 squares.
Yes.
Or no, he's dead.
He's
Never
dead.
mind.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
it's done.
He's
Zora
dead.
took the full damage.
Zorg took the full damage.
The full 20.
Oh, yeah,
damage.
Zorg is stunned.
Oh,
Zorg's
right.
supposed to be
No,
stunned.
she's stunned. She's
Yeah.
stunned.
Yeah. Then I
Oh, wait a minute. No, the stun persists after death. Yeah. Go ahead.
oh okay.
So you've moved down here. What was after that?
I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Uh-huh.
And so they make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Just gonna make that without advantage because this is not to my advantage. Oh, but that is a crit on the save.
What the hell?
So now, normally that would to say, okay, half damage on a save, quarter damage on a crit. We're just gonna go to half damage because they take double damage from this, right? Or no, that's not how we're supposed to do it. Okay, so their save, they're gonna take half, but you're gonna roll double the dice because they're vulnerable.
Okay.
And did you cast it at level 1?
Yeah.
So Burning Hands is 3d6, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
so
just-
you're rolling 66.
Yes. It's just so I needed happiness, so I broke into my last dice vent calendar. And the thing about it is like I'm about 2/3 of the way through right now. And my little box that I keep all my D6 in is currently at the situation where, like, in order to put the d6 that I got like 2 days ago in here, I had to rearrange the dice.
You have enough. Or the right amount.
Well, it's a good thing that we did this. So that's so 4 times 6 is 24. Plus 4 is 28.
Wait, why are we multiplying?
You said to roll double the dice.
Yeah.
And then I rolled 3 6s, a 4, a 2, and a 4.
Oh, you rolled 3. Yeah, okay.
So.
All right, so what's the total?
28.
28. Okay.
Thank you. I
Thank
was
you.
like, I'm gonna have to do it again.
And then
6 is a 4 and 2.
they're going to take half, even though they expertly tried to avoid it.
And they only have 14 HP.
No. More than 14 HP. I'm sorry to tell you. But they've taken 14 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And Ezthe, please make an insight check. GC, hold on, checking my notes. It's DC 11. Good luck.
All the way underneath there.
Rude.
Oh, I can actually do insight. That worked out. So yeah, I make it. It's
Okay.
9 plus 4 is 13 plus 4 is 17.
Yes.
Unlike all the other times when I've been subtracting one.
Yeah, okay. So you see that they are expertly trying, like you almost missed, you know,
Mhm.
like that was shocking to you. I think that you're like, yeah, I know how to deal with swarms. Burn them. But it was like, you ran up there like, okay, I know how to trap them in this cone of fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like they read your mind of exactly where you were going to put the fire and just did this like swirling vortex to funnel the fire through them and past them. And obviously you scorched a bunch of them, but yeah, they're clever little bastards. And I'm not trying to say they're intelligent like a person is intelligent, but they're clever. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have you two and Zorug make your saving throw.
All right. Con saves, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. That was an 8. So
Wait. No.
Plus 4?
No. This is an int save.
they're in saves. Oh, that's even worse. 5.
Plus a
Okay.
d4?
Yeah, that includes
Well,
that.
you're not gonna.
I rolled 2 1s on my 2d.
15?
Yeah, 15.
Yay!
Saves. Yep.
Nope, I'm still in it.
Zorg is also still stunned.
Sorry, whoop ass people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're gonna have to fight smarter. Okay, that's the end of the round.
Should be.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Then
Cause
it's the
it's dead.
exit's turn. Gosh, I think they've figured out who's not moving around.
Oh no.
All right. It's Brutus and Zorug who are stunned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want odd or even they attack you?
You can just choose to attack me.
No, I'm
Okay,
gonna roll.
all right.
They're
I'll take
equidistant
odds
between
then.
the two of
I
you.
will take
It's-
odds.
Okay. Odds they attack you, evens they attack Zorug.
Okay, that's fair.
That's Brutus.
Okay, all right.
And they are gonna automatically hit. No,
Uh,
if they
have
hit, it's a
advan-
crit.
Hold on. Yeah, they have advantage.
If
and
you're
if they hit, yeah.
incapacitated.
Wait. They have advantage on the attack,
Yes, because he's
but they have
incapacitated.
multiple, huh?
They have 2 sources of advantage. Yeah.
No, I meant like they have multiple attacks.
Yes.
Okay. I won't do anything.
Okay. So, however, it's
16, I believe.
I got a 15 to hit.
Hold on. 15. I don't think I'll make it. I think I'm at AC 16.
Okay.
I'm never
Okay.
gonna remember.
So yeah, they're swarming all around you. Oh, let's move them as well. So we know where they are. They're gonna go around. Whoops, wrong layer.
Dang it.
Here we go. They go around as they through your square, and they're just flapping all around the two of you.
All right.
But they are attacking Brutus. Okay. And as you have the distinct impression, it's because they think you won't attack them with the fire again if they're on Brutus. Like, there's nothing, they're not saying anything, they're not speaking. Well, actually, now you have to make a intuition check.
Insight.
Insight.
I
Thank
was
you.
like, oh, what?
Because I know you know some telepathy magic.
And that's 12 plus 4 is 16.
Okay, yes, you can hear the chattering madness.
Rude.
Yeah. It's not a good thing, but congratulations.
One
Okay.
time. I'm like, I've been
Second
failing all these
attack,
other checks.
Brutus. That one's gonna hit for sure.
Okay.
Third attack also hits for sure.
Okay.
Okay, now we get to see what happens. So they swarm all over. The successful attack means, let's see, how do I describe this? They're grappling you. They're not restricting your movement,
Sure.
but they're stuck to you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Sure.
And so you all see this like slap, 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 they're like grabbing on all over the place, and most of them are on the head and shoulders.
Wow. Okay. All right.
You're blinded.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's some damage involved here.
That's it.
Let's see. I hit you with 2 of these. So this isn't the worst part. Okay. It's 2d6. Oh, 10, 12 damage.
Okay, for the first attack.
That's all of it.
That's all of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was 6 and 6 if you wanted to reduce damage or anything.
No, I mean I can't. I'm just
Okay.
making sure.
And then they let's see, how do we do this? Yeah, so I need you to make a con save.
Okay. Holy smokes! I'm just rolling like hot garbage today. That's just gonna be 12.
Okay.
Oh no! 15.
Plus a D4.
Oh, 15?
Oh, that's right.
15 makes it.
15, 18.
Okay. You can feel
Thank
the like they are trying to get through. Is Brutus not stunned anymore? Or
Brutus
you
is
were
still
stunned.
I
That's
am
why
still
they
stunned.
had.
Oh, I should have had
super advantage
disadvantage on that.
on the
saving
saving throw.
I've rolled better. So
okay.
So I'm
Great.
I'm
We'll take the
saved.
disadvantage.
I'm
Okay.
saved.
Thanks for being honest about that. Okay, so what you have saved against is they are trying to lift up your eyelids, get your mouth open. They're trying to get in your ears. They are just
God.
like trying to get in anywhere they can find, right? They're
From underneath this mass of exits, you just hear this.
yeah, they're
Closed
scraping.
mouth scream.
Scraping at your skin, and you like clamp your nose shut. They're like tearing your nostrils. They're just.
Oh, hippos can like seal
Yeah,
their
yeah.
nostrils,
Yeah.
right? So yeah.
Should definitely do
Ears
that.
flattened to the back
Yeah.
of my head.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, but so they just do the superficial, the 12 damage of your clothes are getting ripped and all this. Yeah. Okay. Then it is Jaden's turn, who is not stunned anymore.
Nope.
Okay.
Not stunned, just stunning.
Yes.
Let's move that moonbeam. I'm not gonna overlap them all the way because I don't want to murder my friends.
Aw. I was so excited about this arrangement.
Let's move you. Can I move?
I mean, I
Wait.
could almost imagine Brutus be like, "Nah, do it."
Yeah, I know. I'm
Get 'em
tempted.
off
I'm
me.
like,
I mean, I can just
I got
Move
19
5
hit
feet
points. If somebody could
and-
shove a healing potion down my throat later,
I
but
can heal you.
It's
I'd
up to you.
gladly
So,
fry these things.
so
Well,
look,
I think my-
it'll do normal damage if you catch the corner of them.
Yeah.
It'll do double damage if you completely overlap.
And
Oh, but Ezthe, you're over there, so we don't want
well,
you.
that's the thing is like since we can swap around, I can just move.
Sure.
Didn't you use your move already? I think you did.
Yeah,
'cause
but
you-
we're in this swappy and we're in a new round?
I know. No. It is
Yeah.
a new round. It
Yeah.
is a new
Yeah,
round.
Jaden
You're
was
right.
first
You're
in
right.
our
These
group.
things came to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yes.
So, the moonbeam will do 3d10 damage.
Can you attack me and use the shove action? Can you do an unarmed strike and shove me out of there?
Yeah.
Because I will
Oh.
automatically let you hit me, and I will automatically fail any save to get shoved.
Yeah. My first instinct anyway would be to it's like, oh hell no, we're not gonna stay. We're not gonna be in here.
Okay.
This is a bad place to be.
So then it's a attack roll to shove, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
an unarmed strike, and then I have to make a saving throw to see if you shove me, but I'm just gonna fail that saving
Yeah.
throw.
So you just roll your Dex plus proficiency bonus.
I mean, I'm still stunned. You would technically have advantage.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, actually, I'm going to take that away because you're in the middle of this
Oh, sure, in the
horrible
middle of the-
chattering
yeah.
storm.
Okay, so that's. You said Dex plus proficiency, so that's +6.
Yeah. And then advantage is 3 dice. Oh no, we canceled out advantage. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I've forgotten what was on the dice.
Did you roll your bless too?
Oh,
And a
no.
D4.
But I did crit.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I crit.
Okay. So we're going
That's real
to
hard.
eject Brutus to the northeast of the swarm.
Okay.
And Ezthe
All right.
dives out, right?
Yeah.
If you want to move more than this square, they'll get an attack of opportunity.
No, that square is fine.
Okay. And then
And then I can move the moonbeam. Overlap time.
Mhm.
Roll your 6d10. Oh no! It's 3d10 times 2 because they're vulnerable.
Actually, can we do this slightly differently because I think it's fun?
What do you got?
Is to what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say that I attack and shove you, but it is like one of those, like it's like a dive tackle.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's
all
like
right.
I shove you and like somersault.
Yeah, you end
next
up
to
right
you.
by me. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I got no problem with that.
I love that.
Just for flavors.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling 3d10.
Yeah, and
Times
then
2?
we will double the result. Yeah.
Okay.
And when we hit the ground, you just see me give you a thumbs up. I'm so covered in these things.
Okay, that was better, dice. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, that is 22 on the dice. So 44.
44.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't have that many hit points. Let me see how many hit points I have. I've now taken 58 points of damage. Jesus Christ.
See, I do have the best friends.
Where are my little Ixit guys?
They're
go?
super powerful.
Let's see. What was I gonna do for this swarm?
Gralen just took out an Umber Hulk
That's true.
all on his own.
Yeah, they're fried.
They're fried?
Yeah.
Yay!
They're just like squealing, making this horrendous noise in everyone's head as well. And, a few of them flap away. Like 3 or 4 of them are like, "Ah," and escape into the darkness.
Okay.
Are you?
The glowing darkness, I should say. But the rest of them are these just fried pancake looking things flapping on the ground. And we're out of combat.
Yay.
Actually, I should be counting up. I have taken 40 points of damage out of
40?
59. 40.
Oh, okay. Let me
boy.
get on.
I'm just
that.
going to move those off the map for now.
Dear
And
Lord.
Yeah, that was all rough.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a moment to.
But you say that, but it seemed fine to me.
I mean, you know what? I can also burn hit die. Can we short rest?
That's up to you all. You want to take an hour?
I
mean,
mean,
I
I don't
can-
know if anybody's got anything they can choose.
We just got jumped. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and heal you. If
Okay,
That's okay.
I would greatly appreciate that.
What do I do
Well,
here?
what could go wrong in an hour?
Listen, no.
Because that's the question. Like, do we want to save your spell slots? And
Anybody else? Thoughts?
I think just heal because like
Okay, all right.
some of them got away and that was a really
Yeah,
loud
true.
scream
It
and
might-
like if
Well,
we come back.
Also,
might
we
come
should
along.
have. I think did I give everyone healing potions? I meant to.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, everyone should have 2 healing potions that
Okay.
And
Sage
also I might
made for you,
pass that to
or Rosemary made for you.
Jaden, because I tend to use more
Uh-huh.
spell points and you kind of just move your beam.
Yeah.
So I might let you heal this time.
Okay.
Yours is a lot more efficient.
You know what? Yeah, save the spell sauce. Let me just take these 2 potions of healing real quick, and we'll see. That's not great. So 6. Ugh. 6 and 5. I get 11 hit points back.
Okay. Oh yeah, Zorg needs healing badly.
Yeah.
Wait, where do I have?
She's
3?
taken 41 damage.
So you're taking your healing potions, yes?
I've chugged both healing potions. Yeah.
Okay. Are you still pretty hurt?
Yeah. I could stand to get. I'm 30 hit points out of 59.
Ooh. Okay.
Jesus.
I also need to heal myself.
Or
Okay, I
can help you. No. I'll pick one.
Wait. Do I have?
Horrible healing rolls.
I'll heal
Oh,
Brutus. Brutus is my buddy.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay.
That is okay. Could do it at that level, or
Okay. So I still have. How much does a healing potion? Heal?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not a lot.
Which is a great adaptation. It used to be a D8, and the 2D4 is way better.
What are you casting?
Cure wounds. I'm gonna go touch my buddy Brutus and heal him for 31.
Holy smokes.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you.
Nice.
31 points.
That brings me up to full.
Okay.
I should mention Zorug's 41 damage. She's not quite bloodied, but it's close.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna heal her and me, I guess.
okay.
Let's see.
House? Did you finally die? Yep. It's good. I haven't changed the batteries in that in years, literally.
Okay. So she's down 40 something.
41.
41. Let's cast healing word at level 3.
Do you have cure wounds?
I do have cure wounds. Is that better?
It's better. Healing word is just ranged, but we don't need to
Well,
Oh,
range in
okay.
battle.
it's a bonus action. It's the benefit of healing word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
It does a little less healing per spell, but it's a bonus action and it's range.
Right, so good in battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But out of battle,
But
you would
cure,
just cure
cure
wounds.
wounds
You
is
just walk
the
up to 'em
superior
and-
spell if you can get to them and touch them.
Right.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is good. Even at level 2, it's 48 plus 4. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Okay. Let's cast that. Let's let the thing do
Are
it.
you okay with putting your hands on Zorug?
Yeah, I think.
Is Zorug okay with getting his spell?
We've established yes.
2. Wait. 48 plus 4. Okay. 1, 2. Where's the other one? Oh, I don't have 4 of those.
Do you want this guy?
Mm,
It's
sure.
shiny.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's got to be shiny. Oh, good. Yours was nice.
I was gonna say it was kind of middling.
No, that's great. Middling is better than bad. Let's see. That is 10, 18, 19.
19 heals for Zorug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, plus 4,
23.
23.
23 heals. What's 41 minus 23?
You know what? I'm just gonna pull up my calculator.
33, 7.
18.
18.
I
Okay.
was almost there.
All right.
It's too slow.
So she still has 18 damage.
I was like,
on
I
her.
don't actually think 7 and 18 are that close, but I'm also not going to
No.
talk about it because I went straight for the calculator.
I was doing the last calculation. That's what
Oh.
I was getting there.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll let you.
No, don't. No. This is a challenge for me. I proved to myself that I can do math.
I can do best when people aren't staring at me.
Mhm.
Just, don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Let me heal myself. 2, 3, 4. That is gonna be 12.
Hey, you guys want to get out of this forest of creatures of what the fuck can get inside?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
What does inside mean?
I think whatchamacallit,
Inside
there
what?
was stuff
Yeah,
going on
inside
towards
what?
the
Is
south.
it, was it there a
right?
building?
I mean, you can't see a building.
That's what we're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, you're in this. There is a clearing of something of a path to the southeast. You could hack your way through the green zones. Whoops, didn't mean to move that.
Jaden knows where the path is. We established last time.
Yes. Yeah. Let me reveal the rest of that. Sorry, my mouse died, so it's going to be a little tricky navigating the abilities here. Where's the reveal tool? Here it is. Reveal area. Follow the yellow brick road.
Or ease on down, ease on down.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you as much of the road that you can kind of tell. Let's see. I'm going to give you like 60 feet of view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, this is a little bit more than 60. So I'm going to start with that.
Okay.
And if you zoom out a little bit, it should show the extent.
Got it. And the Umber Hulk was over like kind of by the wall of the
Yeah, he came out of that
right?
northern that north path. It leads to some sort of cave-ish opening. It's hard to tell exactly. There's a lot of
Oh, okay.
like crumbled, broken pieces of mushroom and all sorts of just debris that it came bursting out of to
Okay.
get to you.
And
And
then,
you know that it had a little layer back there. Your bat identified that it was sort of hunkering down in a layer, and then it heard you all, and it came running.
So,
do we want to go look in its lair?
That's what I was wondering.
Or...
are we gonna find more wormy guys?
The other Umber Hulk.
I mean, the thing is, like, everything here that we've encountered so far has been infested
Yeah.
with the tad bully things.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like maybe we should.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
museum, if the museum has information on the Zorik guys, maybe it also has information on maybe it also has things that it's stolen from other people that would be good to fight the
Oh,
wormy guys.
Yeah.
Also, Ezthe, because you spent some time there, and with myconids specifically, that myconids cannot be affected by ceremorphosis. The worms have there's just no, they don't have a brain in the way that other creatures have a brain, and so if there are straight up myconid creatures, they would be immune to this. I mean, they're not immune to being destroyed, but they can't be infected.
The way that my friend.
Now that we have 2 seconds where stuff's not attacking us, can I try and remember more about that?
Oh, that weird memory that you had, Barnabas Fizzlecrank?
Barnabas Fizzlecrank,
The Thor Druid best friend that you had, it's hard to know how many years ago it was.
Apparently.
But Barnabas Fizzlecrank and you conspired to create a preserve of the Underdark to be able to study it in a relatively safe environment because it's so dangerous, but there's so many interesting things to be able to study. And you had a partnership with Barnabas Fizzlecrank and work together to create a space where you could study more about the Underdark.
That seems like that went bad.
Everything's going great.
Cool.
Pooja, what were you gonna say? What was Ezthe gonna say?
Oh, that the way that it was explained to me by my mushroomy friend was that their entire body is a brain.
Oh?
But it's more
Huh.
like ours are more squishy and theirs are more spongy.
Ooh.
So does that make them more or less vulnerable to it?
Apparently less because the spongy texture is a problem.
Oh,
Yeah, they need a more focused brain area to deal with.
others are more so Gralen figuring it out.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that like this Umber Hulk probably didn't, wasn't into collecting shiny things, and
That's possibly true.
My thought is,
Mm.
and
Who knows?
I mean, I guess it could have dragged bodies.
It
in
is
there, but-
different from regular Umber Hulks, that's for sure.
we're standing where all of the tadpoles that came out of the ship landed. So nothing here.
The verb
It's gonna be
is
good.
sluiced.
Nope. Nothing here is going to be friendly. Not that anything here is going to be friendly. I would like to remove ourselves from
Away from here is
this
probably
location.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So a quick way, if you're thinking like, oh, but did it collect something? Like if anybody wanted to cast Detect Magic, that would be a
Mhm.
quick way to see like, is there anything super valuable or at least a magic item nearby that's worth checking out? Or, no, if there's a big pile of gold back there, that's not going to come up with Detect Magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's up to you all what you want to do.
I mean, I could cast Detect Magic.
Does Detect Magic have a ritual cast
Yeah, I
option?
think you can ritual cast it.
Yeah. It takes like 10 minutes or something to do a ritual cast,
Oh, okay.
which is not enough time to have a short rest, but at least you don't have to spend a spell slot.
Yeah, I can
and
do that.
And it might be worth, like, if you all don't want to go sneaking back there because
Mhm.
who knows what else is back there, at least this, carefully cast spell would.
We're not smart, but we are wise.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Cast that as a ritual cast as long as nobody minds sticking around for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I could use the sit down.
Yeah.
With the healing, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. And
Do I have to
feel
roll
better
to
about
do
myself.
that?
Oh, no, actually. No, you don't.
Okay.
So,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take that opportunity to be like, good job, Gralen. You took that whole thing down. You were amazing.
I would like you to roll investigation with advantage
Okay.
and adding your wisdom bonus.
Okay.
Normally it adds intelligence.
I'm wiser than intelligent, so that's great.
Druids.
Okay, well, that's the same. Oh, and I forgot my
You
you
D4.
didn't go
Well, the D4 doesn't apply to the skill.
Oh, it
checks.
doesn't. Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Never mind. So that is 9, 13.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
There is a tiny but noticeable magic of some kind. It seems like it's somewhere in the conjuring or transfiguration. No, what's it called?
Transmutation.
Transmutation school. It's maybe one of those. It's a little hard to tell because there's a lot of living matter between here
Mhm.
and there, and you're seeing all the auras and you know all the living things here.
It's in the direction of the cave.
Yeah, the direction that the Umber Hulk came from.
Okay. It does look like there's a small.
Oh, also the plates on the Umber Hulk are very easy to collect because they're basically ready to slide off anyway. So if you wanted to collect it, I mean, they are big and not particularly heavy. They're just bulky. But if you wanted to craft armor out of them or a weapon, it's certainly an effective material for that. And it's different from a regular Umber Hulk shell because it's purple. Maybe it's just a different color, but it may also have different properties.
We should definitely take pieces of the shell with us, because the carapace could be an effective shield from the top. That's like when you carry a giant shield above you, and then when things try to fall down on top of you, they hit the shield.
Might also make
That's
a
a
decent
good point.
toboggan.
True.
They're bigger than the cafeteria trays. Each plate is like the size of the trunk of a car, basically, or a hatchback. You know, like if you had like a small hatchback, like a Honda Civic, that whole thing is about what each of the big plates are, and then there are the arm plates. All of them are way too big for you to just like any of you to just wear. Maybe Brutus. Some of it, but like you'd want to fashion it into something.
Yeah, and I mean I'm better unarmored anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So those are just some options.
I figure the oh never mind. No mandibles. They're
Nope.
tentacles.
You can take
right?
tentacles if you want.
What about the spiky barbed tails?
Oh, from the from the exits.
Yeah, you could collect some of those if you want.
Yeah,
a lot of them
sure.
are destroyed.
Do we have a bag of holding among any of us?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I would like a plate, but I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know.
handy
I don't
haversack or something.
know. Video
We were
games.
told not to take a bag of holding because if you brought a bag of holding into the room of many sizes, it would
Sure,
create
yeah,
a black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't
Right.
have a lot of uses of those. Even Zora had to leave her best one behind because it's like we don't want to implode.
I'll grab a few tails and just stick it in my pack.
Okay, I'm just gonna need you to make a nature check to do that carefully
Oh
enough.
boy.
So it's also
Also not
this
Brutus'
is
strong suit.
how many you get and do you injure yourself?
Yeah, sure.
Guidance.
Guys, thank you.
Guidance.
It's a D4.
I was
right?
gonna say Jaden would help you. Like, no, don't pick it up like that.
Oh, good God.
That's the spicy bit.
10. That's let's see. I'm sure a 10
Oh,
is
no.
a good number,
I'm
right?
afraid it's not.
I mean, that's a.
Wait, was that the guidance too?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm rolling horribly today. I mean, that's moderate difficulty.
yeah, these are dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Are they
Uh,
hallucinogenic barbs?
no. Okay, so I'm gonna make a deal with you.
Fun times.
Either you only manage to collect one barb
Okay.
safely,
Sure.
or you'll collect 2d6 of them and take what happens when you touch the barb.
Oh. Ugh. I've been stunned for like the last 30 seconds. I'll take the one and chalk it up as a win.
Okay. Yeah. You realize like some of them were still twitchy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
got out of the way. You're like, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch that one. A bunch of them are burned. You know.
Right, okay.
But yeah, you managed to get one, and you could tell there's some sort of fluid sac in the in the
sure,
barb of
okay.
it, like it's ready to deliver something.
Okay.
Kind
Kind of like a like a follicle or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
And you very carefully wrap that up in some cloth and some boiled leather, and carefully put that away.
Yep.
So how many of the plates are we getting?
You know, like, I have the carrying capacity. I just don't know how to. Little bitty dude, big old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're awkward to carry. They're not even
Yeah.
that heavy.
Can we like
Right.
tie them together like a toboggan and drag it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, the other thing
like
is,
tile plates with other
they're-
plates, and then
Yeah.
I mean, they're here
Uh,
right under the entrance. Like, if you want to just like pile them up and come back for them later.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
I
you
was
said
thinking,
that
too,
like
on our way
that,
back.
that going back that way would be a real problem.
Yeah, it would.
And,
Wait.
and this is also the area with all the tadpoles.
Mhm.
So if we get this out of the area with the tadpoles, that's just objectively better.
Yeah, you don't have to come back for it. That'd be nice.
How much would you say each plate weighs roughly?
Gosh.
Roughly.
Let's say 10 pounds.
That's your number?
Yeah.
Okay. I cast Mage Hand and have my Mage Hand move them.
I can only move like one of them, can it?
Yeah, one
At
at
a
a time,
time.
but it's 10 pounds.
They're 10 pounds.
Oh.
Mage Hand can carry
Where
10
are
pounds.
you moving them to?
Oh, Mage Hand can't get up to the ship.
They gotta be within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too high for me to.
Yeah.
Can we call
Almost.
Who knows Tensor's floating disk?
good lord.
But if the mage hand leapfrogs them while we're moving,
Okay. We stack up a bunch of plates. We'll just push them because they're smooth on the one side, right? And we'll just slide them for as long as we can. We won't move very quickly, but we'll take, you know, a variety of sizes and a collection of plates. Yeah.
I like the idea of leaving them though, because like we're not gonna do anything with them
But,
now.
like,
Yeah.
If we just get them away from the area where all the tadpoles landed.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Like,
can stash them somewhere
let's
easier to
stash
get
them.
to.
Yeah.
This might be inconvenient to come back to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
don't have fast travel in this
so
game.
I count as like one size larger when I'm determining carrying capacity and weight.
Yeah.
Like,
The
drag
weight's
and
not the
stuff, so,
issue.
okay.
It's really like the bulkiness of it.
Yeah.
And like, if you guys want to carry some, that's fine. But yeah, they're just bulky and awkward is all.
I'll gladly like take a plate and pile a few more plates on it and then tie a rope around it and kind of like. Just
Oh yeah. Actually, you
haul it
and
like
Zora
myself.
could both,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's real strong.
Sure.
So you both have a sled,
we could sled dog
right?
this
And
thing.
pile some
Yeah.
stuff on there, and you collect all that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And at least
Um,
like drag it with us as far as we can go.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Before we head out, does anybody want to come in the cave with me to look for that small magic thing?
Yeah, though.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh, if it's safe in the cave, we could stash the things in the cave.
That's true.
If there are no tadpoles.
We should
in
look
there.
first.
Yeah.
Let's not take the plates in there
Okay.
with us.
Then maybe I'll go in with you before we start the whole plate business.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I keep reaching for my mouse, thinking it's gonna do
I
something.
feel like very slapped down on me. Like, because the mental image of us walking and then the mage hand just like. "Wadoop, wadoop, wadoop."
My hope was that it could just like
Chuck them
Like
right
back.
there.
it would already be on the ship.
All right. So there is a little cave about 20 feet across, about the size of my first studio apartment. Well, what's 400 by 400 feet? That's
That's 20
2,000.
square feet. Isn't it?
yeah. Well, it was 400 square feet.
Oh,
Sorry, not
yeah.
400 by 400. It was 400 square feet. So that's
Yeah.
20 by 20,
20 by
basically.
20,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, this is. We'll make it a little bit bigger. There we go. It's about the size of my first apartment.
Hmm.
And
I'll
as you
be-
get back there, there's a part where like you break through the foliage, yeah, and you're standing on like plank, like not a metal floor, but a like polished concrete floor,
Oh.
right? And
Okay.
there's the bottom of the glass dome is here, but you're seeing like this part of the dome is up against rock, right? It's the
Right,
part of the
okay.
dome that's like dug into, like if you had a cookie cutter, right? It's like this. So it goes about 20 feet with a very steep angle, and then the last 20 feet of the dome, the top of the dome is 40 feet up. The last 20 feet is a much steeper angle, so it sort of goes up and then swoops in like that. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Think of a shape to compare that to, but whatever. Maybe hubcap almost, like
Mhm.
Frisbee.
yeah. Oh yeah, frisbee shape, because it goes up real steep on the sides. It's a very deep frisbee.
Yeah.
It's a deep dish frisbee.
Deep dish, yeah, perfect.
Like everyone
Chicago
has.
style frisbee.
Yeah, Chicago style frisbee. And yeah, you're right at the edge of the glass material. Jaden, you realize you can't remember what that material is called because you joked about it being called clearite so much that's what stuck in your memory,
course
and
you
like
did,
we're
yeah.
just gonna call it clearite. But it's
That's not
you
the
know
word.
that's not it's what it's actually called, but you can't remember the actual name for it.
Mhm.
But you do remember that you called it clearite.
Okay.
Back here, there's this clearing about this big, about 20 feet across. And there are the remnants of, there's a couple of bedrolls. And this is, you got to piece together the mess, right? There aren't two bedrolls laid out. There's shredded mess. A couple of bodies worth of remains. Okay? There's just a real mess back here. But with a little careful investigation, since we're not trying to be super quick about it, you do find on one bony finger, so all of the bodily remains There are some like flaps of skin around, but the bones are practically clean. Okay. Actually, I guess it's been long enough that. Yeah, I mean, you see scraps of leather laying around.
Okay.
So, makes good vellum. Anyway, yeah, on one bony finger you find this little silver ring with this peridot, that like light blue
That's
stone.
Peridot's
Aquamarine.
green.
Peridot's green.
Lapis?
Aquamarine.
Yeah, but it's this like baby blue,
Like lapis
stone.
lazuli?
maybe lapis. Yeah. So it's a silver ring with this stone in it that is smooth. It's like the ring has a humped up dome, lighter than that.
Is it a
I
gem or is it a stone?
It's a stone.
Oh, it's turquoise.
Turquoise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So this like real baby blue stone, and it is yeah, I mean it's just this little, the stone is tiny. It would be on me. I have like medium. I have little like Trump hands in real life.
Not ready for that to be.
Yeah.
Nope.
The imagery was very stunning. It was more stunning than
Yeah.
psychic blast.
If you're watching on the podcast, I need you to go and just watch that moment. It's so much funnier when you're actually looking at his hands.
They're not that little, but anyway, the for like on me, it would be like a pinky ring.
Okay.
Okay, in real life. For somebody real little, it would maybe be like a middle finger, first finger sort of thing. It's, whatever. Also, magic, if it is a magic item, you can tell that much. You're not able to identify exactly what it does, unless
Okay.
anybody wants to cast Identify. Or we want to like spend an hour doing Arcana to, sort of pick it apart.
I don't think we have time for that.
Nobody had time.
That I'm okay with that, but the person doing Arcana won't get a rest. Everybody else would get a short rest.
Okay.
So it's up to you all if you want to end up doing something like that. But it's clearly a magic ring. It is somewhere within humanoid-sized people, medium to small people. I will tell you, without analyzing, like, you don't know what it does, but you know that using it requires attunement.
Okay.
And so if you attune to it, it will size to you, to the finger of your choice.
Do we need it? Like, would a short rest benefit anybody? Because like, if you guys need a rest, I can do it while you guys rest. I don't really need a rest. And I'm pretty
I
good at
mean, it
Arcana.
would let some people roll more hit dice. Like Zora could get some more hit points back. I don't know how much everybody else needs.
Yeah, I'm good healing wise, so.
It was just if you guys needed a rest, not really for that.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you guys did, I can do the Identify, but
Gotcha.
if we don't need it, then let's
Save
move
this
on.
for a little later.
Mhm.
Put it in your pocket for an hour or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, there is a it was rolled up with a nice little like leather strip that had tied it up as a rolled up scroll, but it has been like flattened and creased and under all of the debris as you're looking around. But there is a little sort of sepia aged scroll of some kind in the corner as well.
Is that painting magical?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, definitely
Yeah.
pick it up.
grab that.
Mm-hmm. You want to open it up
Yes.
with your hands and look at it with your eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait, look at it with your eye.
Who's got it?
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Can you
Oh.
open it up?
Look, it's like it could be somebody's last will and testament.
Yeah. Who knows what juicy, details are in that scroll?
There could be so much tea in this thing.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know what you're about to do, so just before you do, guidance. See, it doesn't hurt.
True. Okay.
Or
So
resistance? Do you have resistance?
I don't. I would do it if I did.
right away, you can see on the outside of it, like as you're untying it, you can see the outside of the scroll. There is like scrawled handwriting, and it's stuff like Day 4, still can't find resources. You know, like day 6, we found some water. It doesn't seem great, but it'll have to do. And then, you know, and so the backside of the scroll just has a diary of about 2 weeks worth of updates, and then it just stops. There was room for more updates, but there aren't any. Then and you flip it over.
Do those updates have any, like, is it just day 1, day 2, day 4, or is it like actual?
Stardate XXY.
Yes, it's counting their number of days they've been here. Yeah,
Okay.
the actual date, the objective date is not listed.
Are there any letters to lovers back home?
Mm-mm.
Maybe that's what's on the other side.
No, you turn it over and find a scroll of identify.
Oh. Okay. All right. All right.
Ah,
So, if you want to use it now, you can. If you want to save it, it just costs a minute to cast. So,
That's
That seems
Um,
useful.
if you had a wizard, you could like save it into your spell book,
scribe
but
it.
we don't
How
have
convenient!
a wizard.
Oh, look! We can figure out what that ring does. Boom.
Do we want to figure out what that ring does, or do we want to just kind of let sleeping
It's
dogs
happening.
lie?
Also,
All right, it's
I
happening,
like
okay.
I like that scrolls get dissolved when they're used.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lose the diary.
I mean, you read it aloud, probably.
I did.
Okay. Yeah, we've absorbed it. Yeah, there wasn't anything super critical in there, except like don't eat the purple ones again. But this is all stuff
Jaden's
that.
like, yeah, don't eat the purple
Yeah,
one.
why would you?
Why would you?
That's
Everybody
gross.
knows that.
They're so
Everybody knows the
slimy.
prettier it is, the more deadly it is.
Right.
Exactly.
So anyway, you have
I'm sure you know that from experience.
found a ring of concentration,
Oh.
and it is when you attune to it, it will maintain a concentration spell for you. If you get hit, you still have to make concentration saves for it, but it will allow you to concentrate on 2 spells.
Oh,
At
wow.
once.
Holy
Oh.
smokes.
Damn.
If you have to make a concentration check, it applies to both spells. So you either keep both or you lose both.
Wow.
But it will hold the concentration for one spell that requires concentration.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
you need to take that.
Unless anybody,
No,
Object.
you are a druid.
yeah,
That is
No, that is
for
the
you.
way. That is the way.
That is.
moonbeam
Yeah.
and a lightning storm.
I am like in my mind going, ooh, if I could.
You're gonna be so much more deadly.
Yay.
How jealous I am of your character right now.
Is anyone trained in history?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Okay, you can roll history.
The little black dot, right? That's what you mean?
Yeah. I guess if anyone else wants to roll history at disadvantage, you're welcome to. But it is a DC 15.
This is just what came with being a
Mhm.
player now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 16 on the die.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
So what's your total?
20 total.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I'll give you a little bonus for that. I like to do like if you hit it by 5 or more, then that's So as you're looking at this, you see this is a at a 15, you might have mistaken it for the Githyanki style of enchantment, but it's actually a Githzerai style of enchantment, which is mostly an order of psionic monks and other things. Yeah, it is an artifact of Githzerai. So these people were either Githzerai, which are very similar in a humanoid fashion without being an expert in bonology, or they got it from Githzerai, but it was made with Githzerai enchanting magic. So
Cool.
artificing is the word I want. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
So, this area is otherwise it's very enclosed. So you have the glass wall. You have pretty heavy. You realize actually what once you get back in here, a big chunk of it is a carved out. It's hollowed out a stalk of mushroom, right? So it's like made. Most of it is made out of one like the people who were camping here
Mhm.
like hacked through, probably trying to get to the glass, and then can't get through it because it's made of clearite.
Yep. Everybody knows that's really
Oh, the
tough.
cave. You're describing the cave itself.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It's about 20 feet of hacked in, hollowed out mushroom stock. So
Cool.
Did the diary portion name either of them?
it used initials, and also I'm gonna say it's not important.
No, I mean it doesn't have to be important
Yeah,
for us to like, you know.
I don't have backstory.
I know that my bestie likes to have that kind of information in order to
Oh,
do his thing.
Oh yeah, I guess. Can you guys speak with Did on skeleton?
there has to be.
I did-
You describe them as being torn apart.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's the one that has to be a whole body, or
Okay.
at least it has to be like the wholeness of the body. And
Yeah.
two, it's been far too long.
Okay,
good
okay.
roll.
I meant say some rights.
Like-
Oh, like a burial thing. Sure.
Oh, I would, but like in an instance like this, somebody has. This has been taken. These people are already where they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
Like
one
it's-
one way or the other.
Yeah.
They're not here anymore, and you would know. Actually,
Yeah.
between the two of you,
Yeah. I think,
I-
well,
let's. So you have a moment to help Brutus understand why there are no spirits lingering here.
Okay. Yeah.
So there actually is an argument to say like let's take a few minutes, and like if you want to attune to the ring, which is supposed to take an hour, but it doesn't have to be exactly an hour. But if we want to say we're actually taking a minute, this isn't really a short rest because you guys are working, but Ezthe could take a short rest if they need it.
I mean, it refreshes my temporary hit points, so I'm not gonna.
Might as well. And then Zorog will roll some hit dice. You two can take a look at here's why the spirits aren't lingering. Here's what you could look for.
Mm-hmm.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
And you're sitting down with the ring,
Mhm.
meditating
Making
on its
friends.
properties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I think connecting with it feels like the best ADHD meds. Of like
Ooh.
that like tunnel focus of like
Mhm.
I'm hyper focused on my special interest.
I know what that feels like.
Me too. So yeah, you just totally zone in on that, and
Sweet.
you can feel it. What finger do you want to wear it on?
Jaden's a thumb ring guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you feel like for you, it almost feels like no time passes, right? Like you just lock in
Mhm.
and you're just kind of fiddling with it, and then it just goes shoop onto your thumb.
Nice.
And you can feel the potential there, that it is ready to maintain things for you. The spell butler.
I love it.
so we're actually taking a full-on short rest then? Or
You two are working.
okay, all right, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So you
okay.
do a little bit of that. Let me roll a couple dice for Zorog. What does she get? D10s?
Did you spend any sorcery points, Pooja?
I did, but we took a short rest before, so I can't use anything.
Let's see. When you finish a short rest, you can regain sorcery points.
If I use Sorcerer's Restoration, but
Yeah.
I used it already.
Oh, you already used it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We took a short rest before we came down here, and I had used 3, and I can get 3 back.
that's
so
right.
It did.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, on the thing.
Yeah.
I guess,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
So thanks for mentioning it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it was a whole thing. Yeah, beforehand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, Zorog rolled 2d10, 2 of her hit dice, and rolled snake eyes.
Oh no.
Well, those 2 points feel nice.
Yeah. What a bummer.
Must have a con. What's their con modifier?
Oh, con modifier. That's true. That's true. And it's per die,
Per
right?
die, yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be 2 plus 6. 6.
That's better.
Yeah. It's better than nothing. I've never rolled that badly on hit dice.
Yeah.
I feel like I would remember that because it feels bad.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so the we take a little bit of a break. We just have some water, take a break. Jaden, you're able to attune with this ring. Keep in mind, everybody, you can only attune to 3 magic items that require attunement. All right, if the magic item doesn't require attunement, you can use it in conjunction with everything else. but I also like the idea that if you have a lot of magic items on you, you might draw attention from things that you don't want to draw attention from. It's just, a thing about magic items. There are lots of magical creatures out there that can sense that, and the more that are sort of in one place could cause a problem.
Makes sense.
Okay.
The way I'm mentally thinking about the short rest of and like why it recharges all the temporary hit points is that being forced to sit and just do nothing for an hour.
Yeah. Just winds you up.
Yeah, there's all this pent up energy. We need to get going. We need to do stuff.
Oh, and it's bad for resting. Like, everybody's doing something.
Right. Yeah. There's.
And I looked around. I found the scroll.
Yeah, Zorg's like going through looking for jerky and water and like just trying to like get some energy back, and yeah.
It's just like, can we? Are you? No, one's done yet. No one's done.
Has it been an hour? No.
How about now?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
It's just like the further along into this hour that we get, the more Ezthe's just like.
So before we leave this cave, Jaden, you know where you are. You're in the north section of your Athenaeum.
Oh. Oops.
There should be a display here, and it's not, right? You also remember there being like an entrance from the north section somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But it was like pinpoint compass north, and you're not totally sure if like
We're like a little
Yeah,
askew, maybe.
yeah, like you know where that entrance would be, but you're not sure if you're to the left of it or to the right of it or whatever, because it's also been some amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, we should say you probably remember what the last 100 years
Yeah. Yeah.
are pretty clear, and then before that you were in astral space for a while, and then before that, who knows?
It gets kind of squishy.
So you know it's more than that amount of time.
It's been a while.
And it's hard to remember what else was going on in this building. No, you had a crit on this check, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so I think, yeah, I mean, it's confusing because it's juxtaposed against a very jarring reality.
Yeah.
You know, like coming back to the house you grew up in 20 years later, you know. But you remember the purpose of the Athenaeum, not necessarily where everything was or what drawer the forks were in,
Yeah.
but it was a preserve, right, to study the Underdark in a safe location. It had a connection to Candlekeep out of convenience that they were happy to provide, and it was an observatory.
Oh,
And you
okay.
remember that at the top of the dome, that the iris or the nipple, you could say, there's a convergence of like magical. It's sort of like you're inside an armillary sphere.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all the spinning pieces, right? So you can align it and look at different parts of the sky.
Oh, an orrery.
An orrery,
Sort of,
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe armillary sphere or something else.
Like an astrolabe?
Astrolabe is the word I wanted. Thank you.
I
Yes.
knew what you meant.
Yeah. So you're like, it's like the top half of an astrolabe, and all these
okay.
pieces can move around. But you're like, that can't work because it's now covered in mushroom.
Yeah.
But there was, you remember, there's like like, if all the stuff was gone, you would be able to see the like flat part in the center of the dome that you could go up to and be in and look at the stars. But you can't see anything up there because
Right.
everything is mushroom. So,
Everything is mushroom.
yeah. And you know, like where the paths should be, right? And where the displays are supposed to be, how everything's supposed to be laid out. And theoretically, you're right next to an entrance, like to downstairs.
Okay. So, that's gonna take some finding. Can I use nature to look for it?
To look for what?
The entrance.
Yeah, the north entrance. That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's roll nature.
Okay.
Guidance.
Yeah, I also want to know, like, character-wise, like, how much of this have you explained to everybody? Because some of this came to you in that moment, in the spores moment, right?
Yeah.
And you all have, like, eidetic access to your personal memories right now. The whole time that you're here, if you try to think of something in your past, it's just 4K full screen, 120 FPS. You can fully relive any memory in your past. So that's up to you. But, so you've been having that experience. You've been meditating on this ring because, like, this seems really useful. I need to know how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So in that amount of time, how much of this has come up as conversation? Because you're focused on the task. It can't be that it's not that you can't talk to anybody for an hour.
Yeah.
But characterize this a little bit for us.
I don't think he's shared a lot yet because he's still trying to put the puzzle piece together.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little disconcerting to have forgotten something this large, I think, for him. Like, normally it's like, oh yeah, we have met, or like something kind of smaller. But he's like, wait, oh no. Did I, like, run this place? Is this my fault? So I think there's a little bit like, I need to find something useful before I tell everybody that I used to live here.
You feel a little bit bad, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to hide that feeling? It seems like you're trying to keep it to yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to, like, not broadcast it. I
Yeah.
don't think he's, like, actively, like, don't look at me, but...
Okay. I just want you to roll deception, right? This isn't like a PvP moment, but I'm going to have everyone else roll insight versus your deception check.
Okay.
Again, not that you're actively lying to everybody, but, like,
Yeah.
is something bothering you? What the hell?
Well, that's not very good.
That's fine.
That's a 10.
Okay.
He's not good at
DC
hiding
10
this.
insight, everybody.
15.
16.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. Why don't I roll for Zoran?
Jaden looks uncomfy.
Zoran fails. It's a crit fail.
Oh,
Zoran is staring at Jaden and going,
Yeah.
She's looking at his butt.
Caked up. Shoulders. Yeah. She's occupied with a different part of your personality. All right, everybody. You all pick up. Jaden is holding off on sharing something. Something's really bothering him. And, I mean, you can flavor that however you want, but
Yeah.
there's a part of this that is clear. And it's not just we're in a weird place that's infected with, illithid shit. It's something above and beyond that is. And I'm going to say you started noticing it the second, like, Jaden, if you don't mind, like, walked right up to the glass and, like, touched it and sort of like, huh, and then made the little squeaky noise with the fingers on the glass thing.
Yeah.
And then the fingers don't leave a mark on the glass. It's like kind of, and everybody could try this, right? You like touch the glass and it just doesn't leave any mark. Anywhere that isn't covered with mushroom is totally clean. It's just you're looking at rock on the other side of the glass.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit of like accidentally thinking out loud physically, because when he's like trying to find the entrance, I think he's like, okay, well, that was over here and that was over there, so it should be like that way.
Oh, it's
do you want me to just...
Gandalf when they enter the mines of Moria.
Yes.
I have no memory of this place.
Do you want me to just fire it? I can fire it.
Yes, but let me be sure about like which part of it.
Okay. I mean, whatever you're comfortable with.
You
Like-
certainly can't damage the clearite.
I just want to like, I wanted to do a nature check to see like if he could figure out like what part of it to burn.
Okay, let's roll nature.
So we're not just like blasting the whole thing.
Sure.
I mean, I could do that. It wouldn't be a problem.
It'd be fun.
Okay, that is better than usual. So that is 22.
Yeah. You have a sense that you are just east of where the entrance should be.
Okay.
So left on the map.
Yeah, leftish.
Yeah.
Cool. That way.
Okay.
We should be able to get into the Athenaeum if we can get through that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt it.
Okay. Yeah. You blast it. The mushroom gives away pretty easily, comes apart in pieces. There's a little bit of smoke. As the smoke clears, you start to see the edge of a door. And it is a door that is made out of this clear material, right? But you can see that on the other side of it, there is hewn out of the rock, right, is a clean corridor, just 10 feet wide, very short corridor to another door. It's corridor's like maybe 20 feet long. And you can see that, at some point you'll start clearing away, masses of this stuff. And now that you realize you're in the right spot, and you can see there is this door that's supposed to slide side to side.
Mm-hmm.
And it already starts like at some point you clear enough stuff away where it goes thunk, thunk, like it's trying to open, and then
Yeah.
you clear enough stuff for it to slide all the way open.
Cool.
So it's an automatic door like at a grocery store.
Oh,
Okay.
that's awesome that you were able to find this.
Yeah, it's little weird. I remembered where it was.
Perfect. Maybe when we go in, you'll remember more stuff, and this will be super easy.
Zorg says, "You've been here before?"
Yeah, like really been here. It's been a while though.
Did it look like this when you were here?
Definitely no.
I mean, we knew you had been here
I don't think Zorg knew.
No, it didn't.
because,
Oh,
no, it was just oh, well, yeah, we all knew that.
did we?
Because,
Lucretius told us.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he had gotten the impression that like he had visited here with Lucretius or something.
Yes,
Not that like
it was your
this was
facility.
his yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So a little 20 feet wide, 20 feet long passageway. And it is carved into the stone, and you realize there's just enough lip at the top. There's about a 10-foot strip that's exposed to the sky. And it's just that glass material still all the way across.
Clear, right?
Yeah. And you can just see a strip of stars as you step out from under the mushroom coverage and into this little passageway to the north.
Okay.
Cool.
you don't have to feel bad about not remembering stuff.
Thanks, Ezthe.
I mean,
And I'm sorry,
Like-
there isn't a door at the end of this. It's an opening that you could see as like it's a what do you call it? Like a threshold to you can even see the railing. Yeah, there's stairs. You can see 20 feet. Yeah, you can see that there's some sort of stairwell, but I'll tell you more when you get over there.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
it just looked like I was bothering you, but it doesn't have to.
Yeah, it's just weird to not remember this place. So I think it was sort of mine.
Oh,
What?
so it was important to you then?
I guess so.
Wait, did you live here? Did you buy this place?
These are all great questions, and I don't know.
Captain, are you a scientist?
Yes?
Oh.
A professor, actually, is what the gnome called me.
The gnome?
No.
Barnabas Fizzlecrank. Apparently, I had a coworker here.
Now, for most people, it's up to you if you want to know. The Fizzlecranks are like famous artificers for the most part, right? There's the artificer class, which is sort of a default for a lot of the people in the Fizzlecrank family, but they are also like magic item crafters, and they've tried to make magic items more available to common folk, right? And so what they make is like wand of mending, right? Like stuff like that like the
Useful
average
things.
Practical stuff.
yeah, the things that like average people would want. They don't really, I mean, they can make wand of fireballs, but they've tried to make like working class magic items.
It'd be more like a wand of fire starting. So
Yeah,
you, like,
yeah.
Start a campfire.
Exactly,
or something.
exactly. It's like, or what wand of prestidigitation.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
Want to produce flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what
So
I'm for.
so that's what the Fizzlecrank family is known for. And then there's lots of stories about various members of the Fizzlecranks, but it's a relatively famous name. It's up to you if you've heard of it before.
Don't know that first name, but that family is very famous amongst us gnomes.
I would expect so.
And they're deep gnomes rather than
Wow.
mostly deep gnomes. Of course, every family has,
Right.
but yeah, they were originally deep gnomes.
My parents' shop carried their stuff.
Oh, cool. Wish I remembered more about Barnabas. I'm a little worried what happened to him, given how this place looks.
Oh.
He was a great kisser.
Oh. Huh, okay.
Oh. Wait,
Do you remember something?
Just personal details.
I was gonna say, I mean, maybe Carnelia might know them.
Maybe.
I mean, she probably knows of the Fizzlecrank family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put a hand on your shoulder, and I say, oh, if this was bothering you, I can understand why. If I'd forgotten something that was really important to me, I don't think I'd feel too easy about it either.
Thanks, Brutus.
I mean, she is a Fizzlecrank, so.
Oh, Cornelia is a Fizzlecrank. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course she is. I totally forgot that she's a Fizzlecrank. Thank you. Yeah. It is, again, it is a broad and deep family. Family tree.
I mean,
Yeah.
but
And also, this was quite some time ago.
Yeah.
I say like, so you don't remember anything about, and I gesture down to the stairs, like, what might be waiting for us down there?
I remember the general layout. Yes or no?
You know that there is, the Athenaeum has several floors of library
Mm-hmm.
and a preservation lab to create the displays
Yes.
upstairs, right? But you don't necessarily remember the order that everything's in.
Okay.
Is it the kind of thing where, like, you go to someplace you haven't been in a while and the proportions are all wrong and things that
Right.
you thought were on the left or on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know that the stairs go to either the library or the preservation lab. In each, like, the lab has its own floor, and then the library is several floors, because it's also, like, it's it's a lot of books about
Right.
Underdark and like reference
The
materials.
library is what we wanted. We were coming here for. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because there was original, or Lucretius also thought maybe there was something in a museum display, but that seems less likely right now because the displays are
Yeah, the displays have displayed themselves in an unusual manner.
right. So it's maybe there is a special exhibit in the library that has something about the Zodar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, library is probably the number one preference.
there are two options for what we're walking into. It's either several floors of library or one floor of laboratory.
One of these sounds like much more fun than the other.
There's only one way to find out.
That's true.
Okay,
Shall we?
so we're heading
Yeah.
down the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diving in.
I will
Um,
say, as you go, everything is very well lit, and you can't tell from where.
Okay.
And we
Neat.
can just say that, like, we stashed all of the carapace pieces on the inside of these doors, which
Sure.
will,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
which were obviously undisturbed and therefore should be free of tadpole things,
Yep.
infestations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So the stairs down, as you can see, they only go one flight. They zigzag back and forth one time, and they stop. Right, so there's no further below this one floor. And as you come down, you could see you're looking down a relatively long hallway, also 20 feet wide, and it's like the glow increases as you come down the stairs. Like the area around you just softly brightens to like a normal amount of brightness, not anything glaring or whatever. It's actually probably even a little softer than even what you're thinking, right? It's just a soft yellow-white glow that is illuminating your path. And as you're approaching the bottom, you hear. Actually, let's roll a perception to see how far away you hear this.
Okay.
Let's see. What are beholder stats again?
Oh,
I
God.
don't.
I'm kidding. For
Oh.
now.
Crit.
Crit.
19.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Natural 20?
Nat 20.
Oh my goodness. And you got what, 18?
Well, I got a 19 on the dice, but
Okay.
but then it's 26.
Yeah. 19's great. Yeah.
Yeah, perception 20 on the die, and then
Okay.
24.
14.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Yeah. So two crits are the two of you look at each other like because you both sort of react to this sound, right? You hear the sound of like, well, we would recognize it as a pressurized door, like a psh, like that sound, but it's really far away, right? And then you hear sort of a muttering, and then footsteps, like running footsteps, that are. And I'm saying as you're coming down, like you're at that first flight before you zigzag and can see all the way down the hallway. Like you just know there's a hallway down there.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get about halfway down to that first landing, you hear this psh, and then running footsteps and fast breathing. Like someone sprinting.
That sounds like one person.
Yeah.
It's getting louder. It's coming
Yeah,
at
it's
us.
coming towards you.
Incoming.
I look at you and I kind of like point to myself and I like, do you want me to try to grab them? As they're coming around?
Maybe?
Okay.
Well, we don't know if they're running from something or towards us. Like,
Yeah.
It's like,
The two of you are also here. Don't worry, I'll catch up.
Do I recognize the voice?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it Barnabas?
Huh?
He would say that. He's like, I think that's Barnabas.
oh. Well,
It's not coming from the running person.
Oh.
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 That's further back.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't know who the person running at us is, but Barnabas is behind him. Them.
Barnabas is chasing them.
So are we gonna peek into the hallway? If you have plenty of advanced warning,
Okay.
Yeah.
so there's not gonna be anything very surprising in it. I'm sure you've been muttering about, somebody's coming, and Zora gets her scythe out, or like ready to do battle and whatever.
Yeah.
I'll turn the corner to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So you look down this long hallway, and you see the first thing that you're struck with is this human man just sprinting full speed, right? White guy, dark hair, no shirt, and kind of tattered pants. Right away, you could tell these are Royal Intrepid Shipping and Exploration Navy pants.
Okay.
So it's probably a member of that. But then on the chest, on the bare chest, are these glowing set of symbols. And I need you to, Jaden,
Yes.
roll. It's a memory check. Roll.
Wisdom?
History?
Just do. What's your intelligence bonus?
+3. Wait, no.
No, that's your wisdom bonus.
That's my wisdom bonus. No, wisdom is +4. Intelligence is +0.
Okay, so we'll use the +4
Uh-huh.
from your wisdom and your proficiency bonus, which is 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll +7.
Okay.
I didn't draw this part of the map because I didn't realize you guys were going to find a shortcut. Why did I put a door here?
15.
Yeah. You recognize this. This is okay. So for 15, I'm just going to say you recognize that this is a spell you and Barnabas developed, and you can't remember what it does.
Oh, okay.
But this is like they're carved into his chest, and they're glowing blue, and there's some blood trickling down. Not a lot of blood, but like a very sharp, careful instrument carved these into his chest.
Does this guy's expression look like he's running for fun?
No.
Okay.
No. Fully fucking panicked, running for his life, and he sees you all, and he says, "Go, go! We can get out! Go, go, go! I have a ship."
Go. You though.
That's a great question.
And in this moment, as he's just about 10 feet away from you, a gnome appears in the hallway. It's pretty far away, so you can't see a lot of detail. Just there's looks like kind of a, yeah, I mean, you could just see like 2 arms, 2 legs, like small person, right? Yeah, because the hallway is ultimately, it's half of 75 feet, so, you know, he's like,
32 and a half.
yeah, he's like
No,
30,
37 and a half.
35 feet away, let's say, right? Let's just say, oh, no, it's squares, 30 squares.
Oh.
I keep doing that. 150 feet away, right? So this is a pretty long distance. But,
Whole numbers. But then, like, with fractions, you just killed it.
yeah. Got it.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
And so from the hallway, you just hear, "Whoopsie daisy." And all of you have seen teleportation magic before, right?
Mhm.
You witness teleportation magic work again, right in front of you. As this sailor's skin goes to the right,
Oh no.
and his bones appear to the left. Oof. And all the middle bits tumble to the floor in a just streaking, just grease pile of nastiness. It is brains and guts and just spread out. And Jaden, we have a hard flashback
Oh good.
of you two celebrating, you and Barnabas opening champagne because you figured out how to like, what was it, like, preserve creatures for the displays really well.
Uh-huh.
Like, you got to get the guts out, but you don't want to damage the skin too much, and then the bones are helpful to, like, but you know, you got to clean it out really well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll just move the skin and the bones, and then we can put them back together
Like
and
that.
create the display.
Yeah.
right?
Like that
And then, like,
artist, the
Yeah, you could
horse.
stuff it and do whatever
Yeah.
else you need to it, but it's all this messy bit in the middle that's a problem.
Yeah, if you could just get rid of that part, then you have the neat bits
Yeah.
separated.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're not supposed to do that with live people.
So anyway, there is this hunk of skin floating on the right side of the hallway from your point of view, looking down the hallway, and this fully intact skeleton standing off to the left of the hallway, and this mess down the middle. A big mess. All the blood and viscera and everything that's inside of a human body.
Well, that's bad.
I'm not happy with what I see. I think that's pretty horrible to do to anybody.
Yeah.
But I do turn to you, Jaden, and I see like how you're reacting. Like, okay, do we need to take care of this?
I think you see him go, that's not what that spell's for. Oh no. I don't know if Barnabas is friendly anymore, you guys.
How far is Barnabas from us?
Oh, he's
Just 150 feet.
yeah, yeah, and like slowly approaching.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he seem to have seen us? Because we're just like kind of peeking around the corner, yes?
I don't think so. We can say no for now.
Okay.
We'll need stealth checks pretty soon though if we're gonna try to stay hidden.
I don't know if Gralen could manage himself well enough to hide right now.
That's
That
fair.
was deeply upsetting. Like desecrate a life like that, and in a way where like you can't even preserve or honor the death of the person who was very clearly like giving up and like.
I'll do you one better. There's a lingering spirit that you'll need to help later. Right? Like, it's not urgent to help them, but, like, they're not going to get out of here on their own.
Gralen is doing his best not to let Jaden see him itching to attack.
Okay.
That
How far is that mess from us?
Oh, it's like, about 10 feet into the hallway, right?
Okay, so like
the,
only 140
the
feet.
stairwell is, like, 10 feet by 10 feet. You come down there, and then that opens into this 20-foot wide hallway.
Okay.
And if you went about 10 feet down the hallway is the beginning of this streak,
Yeah.
this red streak.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's bad.
Because he got him about 20 feet back, and then it just went, just, like a water balloon.
I would like to use thaumaturgy, my cantrip, to make a phantom sound of my voice at a point I can see behind Barnabas, because it says I can do ominous whispers. That's just like,
What's the range on it?
oh yeah, how far is it?
30
30 feet.
Oh,
Is he
it's
too far?
150 feet
Oh,
away.
crap.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
for now.
I can't do that then.
Okay.
Never mind.
Did you want? Oh, okay.
yeah, no, that's just like that doesn't really seem like a friendly situation.
Yeah, Jaden looks horrified. Like,
Also, I feel like I'm gonna let you all decide this for you. I'm not gonna impose this on anyone. Seeing combat and death is one thing. This is something else, and like,
Yeah.
I don't like. So to me, barfing is worse than what I just described. But if you, I don't know. It's up to you. If you think your character would get sick, or if it's just this is horrible and we're gonna have to deal with it, and I'll think about it later. We don't have to get into the detail of it. That's okay too. But yeah, it is certainly shocking.
I mean, friendly to us or not. He definitely needs to be stopped from doing that again.
Yeah.
yes.
I think Gralen is saying something. Like, it's,
Yeah, I mean,
it's burning.
say
Like,
what he's
it's-
gonna say.
Yeah,
What do you
just
got?
like yelling down the hallway, just like that's unacceptable. That is not how
Okay.
we treat life. That's not how we handle death. How
Okay.
dare you?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this initial moment, right? And then we'll sort of zoom back into real time.
Yeah.
So you're stepping down the stairs and just like have
yeah,
it hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the name of Kellenvor, yeah, okay.
You're stepping into view.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah. I won't let my bestie go alone.
No, I mean, I think Jaden is definitely too shocked to like stop you from doing any of that, and it takes him a second to catch up and be like, "We got to stop him, and then we can figure out what's wrong with him."
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you step forward, Zora kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder and wants to put herself in front of you. She's not like stopping you from going, but
Yeah.
is trying to put herself between you and that.
Yeah, I think like that he finds that a little touching. It's sweet.
Yeah, because her face is fucking grim too. Like, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
So, as we head down the hallway, you have to kind of pick your way a little carefully at first. And you are heading down the hallway as the skin on one side and the bones on the other side are sort of drifting towards this figure approaching you, right? Because that's like what he wanted, were those things. Pretty soon you realize he is like maybe he's under the flight spell or something, but he's just kind of floating along. His feet are not touching the ground, and then you just hear from the, so this figure's approaching you. You're approaching him at kind of carefully, probably walking speed. I would assume, since it sounds like we're not running at him, right?
Right.
All right.
Mm-mm.
And he kind of ducks a little as if he's accommodating for the light or something, and says, "Professor Bluestone, is that you? Fantastic!"
Like, I think Jaden's just like, Barnabas, what have you done?
Oh, don't worry. All of the presentations and displays are in order, and I am cooking up a new one as we speak.
The displays upstairs don't look like how I left them.
Well, everything's pretty much. I've checked recently. I think it's. Well, certainly we had to update things a little bit. It's been some time since you were here, but trust me, everything is in excellent working order and ready for visitors.
Great. Now that I'm here, maybe you should let me take a look around.
Roll persuasion for me.
Okay.
How far away are we at this point, too, from one another?
Let's say a couple of walking rounds, 30 feet, 30 feet. We're like 90 feet away.
4. Okay. Do I get to use blessed for persuasion?
Mm,
No.
Bless is for saves and attack.
Saves and attack.
Bless is
saves
also that's also a leveled spell.
Right.
Guidance.
Oh yeah,
is
but
another one.
We
We
were
already have
blessed,
blessed.
though.
Oh, we still have bless on?
The
Yeah,
whole
because
day.
until
The whole day.
a long
Oh,
rest.
that's right.
yeah,
son
it's
of a
until
gun.
long rest. Yeah,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
fixed
That's right.
bless.
That's right.
But if you but I don't know if you'd be focused to put guidance on
Oh no,
on
that's why
him
I
right
say
now.
it. That's why I
yeah.
say it.
I have guidance, though.
Oh yeah, you could cast guidance on yourself.
I have
Yeah.
guidance on myself.
Yeah.
Does
stars
Barnabas
will
react
guide
to
you.
the spell being cast?
Yeah, sorry, Jaden.
No.
I'm not focused right now.
No, this is his friend.
Oh, that's great.
And he's continuing like, "Oh, I'm so excited to see you and meet your friends."
Okay. 15 plus 4, 19.
Okay,
Not
for the
not a
persuasion
crit.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the context of that persuasion check is the flicker of the bad result was, I've been taking care of this place myself for, and
Yeah.
now you come back, but a 19 is, you're able to thread this needle, and you remember, like, certainly he had an ego, or they, sorry, Barnabas is they, them. But as you're getting close enough to we'll update a little bit. You can see Barnabas is still wearing the suit, right? The like sort of this is more. Let's go with that lapis, like deep blue, crushed velvet vest, and white button-up shirt, and all these things. But there's no hair on the head. Also, Barnabas was white before and is now sort of pinky purple. And the beard is gone and is replaced with probably a dozen tiny tentacles. However, his mouth, so when somebody turns into an illithid, their mouth becomes this vertical slit and these, little sharp, nasty teeth in there.
Yeah.
His mouth is still horizontal, but with those sharp, nasty teeth in there, right? And he's drifting forward. So let's have everybody roll nature. Let's say on because there's a very obscure little fact that your character may know.
14.
Okay. I'm gonna go with highest roll gets it. Y'all need to get this.
Ain't me.
7.
Okay.
16.
Okay, 16. I'll give it to both of you. All right. You recall that ceramorphosis rarely can fully affect gnomes for some reason. They are not immune to the effect, but like they largely remain themselves, and maybe you don't need to eat brains as much. It's hard to remember exactly because it's such a weird, obscure fact that nobody needs to know, right? But you just recall that typically ceramorphosis can end up like this, right? Of a partial transformation, and they're not really under the thrall of an elder brain. They're and often remember who they are, right? Whereas an illithid is just basically a new person. This is Barnabas, and has gone through some changes.
They don't seem like good ones.
So I think as we're approaching and you're saying, I'd like to, what was it you said exactly?
Take a look or get a look at the place and see how things are going.
Just as a note that Ezthe doesn't know about the gnome thing.
Yeah.
And just sees taken over Barnabas.
Yeah.
Much like who, unlike Point Brad,
Yeah.
is doing evil shit.
We did one evil thing.
Definitely
Is
one.
doing evil shit. Actively. Floating bones, floating skin.
Yeah.
And is going to come to the obvious conclusion here. Which is...
No, the thing that would be disjunctive with that is that he doesn't look like a regular mind flayer. Right, like no other species maintain, like you don't know like a half-orc mind flayer from an elf mind flayer, right? Like that's the only thing
but
that
we did
might
see
stick.
that the Rise person was also doing evil shit.
The Rise,
Yeah, I don't know if we're necessarily picking that name.
they were fully humanoid, and then a worm came out of their head.
Okay.
So yeah, they weren't partially ceramorphosed that you could see.
They were just thralls, so they
Yeah.
just looked like regular people.
But at this point, too, we've seen several other creatures that have been taken over, and this does not look that dissimilar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm saying like you can absolutely make whatever connection you want. I just want to make sure I've
Because it's
communicated
I
everything.
don't know that Ezthe's going to really be like, oh yes, and then the vertical mouth versus a
No,
horizontal
yeah,
mouth.
Let's
And,
think about the nuances.
Yeah,
of
yeah, that's
player
okay.
Being taken over.
You absolutely can react however you want.
tentacle beard, purple,
Floating.
floating, fucking evil.
Those
Really
are all fair
knows.
points.
Mm-hmm.
Does not care.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh, and
You all know Jaden well enough to know, this is not like, hey, my old friend, Jadzia, my old friend. This is not that. He's like, hey, buddy, why don't you turn your back to us for a second?
Oh, okay. You're trying to set up yeah. Okay.
He's trying to head off him attacking us, so, these guys can attack him.
Okay. Okay. So you're trying to like, let's all get close enough to actually do
Well,
a surprise attack
if-
or whatever.
If we're at
Yeah.
90 feet, I'm gonna run my speed of 45 feet and then cast a bubble of darkness around him.
Okay. All right. Ezthe, what were you wanting to do?
I am going to cast Sorcerer's Burst at him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's have that go off
You
before
first,
the
then.
darkness.
Yeah.
Or actually, I could do Firebolt. I'll do Firebolt.
Whichever one.
Oh.
Firebolt is D10. So.
Yeah.
Sorcerer's Burst has a chance of exploding.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
For once, I wanted to get close enough to touch him.
Oh, it does. Yep. So I'll cast Sorcerer's Burst.
I'll dash ahead. I'll say like while you're casting, we look at each other. We kind of give each other a quick nod, and and then you start firing past me.
So
Okay.
Sorcerer's Burst is D8,
But it
Right.
has a chance to.
and then for each 8, you would add another die.
And we're tiered up. Is it 2d8? And then
I
for
think
each
so,
8, you
yeah.
have a chance of
Yes.
exploding. Okay.
But I think they can
Um,
only explode once.
But since I'm going to use acid, because acid works well on the Hulk,
Yeah. 3D8.
it's 3d8.
Great.
But first, it is.
Oh, actually, I like the idea of this being where we pause. Springing
Oh.
into action,
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at the time.
and we'll pick this up next time. Now next week somebody's missing. What? Oh, that's
next
right.
week
Okay.
we're not.
So
Oh,
the
next week-
11th,
yeah,
we're taking
11th.
off, everybody. Just so you know, we won't
and
be
then
here on
I'm
the
missing
11th.
the week after.
Okay, and then on the 18th, Pooja won't be here, so we'll be able to keep you in the combat. I'll make sure you don't explode when you don't want to explode. And we probably won't have a guest join us because I don't know where they would have come from. I mean, I guess
I
they
mean,
could be.
they could play Zorog.
Yeah.
but-
Oh yeah, they could play Zorog. Absolutely.
Lay the skin.
Yep.
Or
Oh,
phone.
God.
Bleh. Was that the gross thing?
That is the grossest
Okay.
thing I've ever written in my notes.
That was pretty gross.
Okay.
It was pretty
Okay.
damn gross.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for episode 10 of the Astral Circus here on Happy Jacks RPG. Thank you to our chat mods who let us do this live. That's half of your opportunities to watch the show live or later. And thank you to our Patreons who keep the lights on and let us do this ad-free and independent. Crew, Dion?
Oh, hi. I have played a Gralen for you today. And you can't really find me on the internet because I'm in the middle of trying to get into grad school and it's consuming my life. But yeah, I'm happy to come and see me play in the Happy Jacks back catalog here, not next Saturday, but the Saturday after.
Sunday. Yeah.
Because today is Sunday.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Because I don't operate out of habit and reflex. I definitely am just an adult who knows what day of the week it
If
is.
you're watching live or slightly later, we have moved to Sundays, 5 to 8 p.m. live. So if you want to catch us live next time, that's when it will be.
Because that's what I said the first time.
Yep.
And nobody can prove me wrong. It's not like it's recorded. or
Nope.
anything.
No.
And
I'll just record over it. Saturday, Sunday.
and yeah, folks, world's crazy. So look out for one another. We can all do it. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Jay, and I play Brutus, Giff Monk, who's very excited for things to go down, actually.
Yeah.
You can find me at JAfrica on most of the socials. You can also find me at the Happy Jacks back catalog, a couple of past series here, and you can find me here on Sundays, Sunday evening Pacific time, here with
5
the
p.m.
Astral Circus. Yeah, 5 p.m. Yeah. I don't have any other like streams or appearances for the next month or so, I think. So I'm gonna enjoy the quiet time and just being able to come here and play.
Awesome.
Yep. And that's it for me.
Nice. Hi everybody, I'm Sam. I have been Jaden Sapphire, your resident horrified sparkly elf, who's just aghast at how his friend turned out.
Mm.
Yikes! You can find me on the internet under my author pen name, Sylvie Hellstaff. If you like monsters, not horrible ones like this, hot ones that you want to romance, you should read my books. I write books like these that I illustrate the covers for. You can find out all the details for those on my shiny new website, sylviehellstaff.com.
Oh,
Yay, website!
Yay! And yeah, things are weird in the world, so like, go read a nice book, hang out with your friends, do some art. That's what I've been doing lately. It's great. It's good for your soul.
It is. It is. Hi, I am Pooja, no pronouns. I've been playing Ezthe Perah, they, them, your friendly neighborhood depot. Who has very powerful and awesome friends. You can find me on the Happy Jacks back catalog. You can find me at Queen's Court Games for the, and it is AAPI month, so it's the perfect time to mention our Southeast Asian inspired space mech opera,
It was
Mekong.
really good. It was really good.
10 episodes of putting the opera in space opera.
Yeah.
Really fun. Also, Happy Jacks Clara is in that as well, and we had a really good time. Cried a lot. Cried a lot. So check that out if you want to. Look up your local mutual aid society. A thing that I have been doing lately that honestly just makes me feel better. You can affect a lot of change inside your community locally in a way that we can't nationally by ourselves.
Yep.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't do the national things, but also local community things. And then if you were listening to this after Tuesday, you could check out my brand new YouTube channel, Forgotten Curiosities, where I will be making things. And
YouTube.com/Forgotten Curiosities.
you have to have like 1,000 subscribers to get your own
Oh,
custom.
right. Okay, well let's get you to 1,000 then.
So yeah, if people want to come and subscribe post Tuesday when I actually, post things on it, that would be awesome. And you can see me make stuff and basically explore all the different things that I've hyper focused for in the last
And
2
what-
decades or so.
What socials will you be blasting off on about that?
And you can find me on the internet at all tabs as Forgotten Saves.
I'm really looking forward to this channel.
It is like the first. I mean, just as a teaser, that the first project is I have made a magic mirror.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Complete with magic powers.
Okay.
Obviously, I have magic powers. Like
Yep.
we all knew this.
Yep.
And now all the internet does as well.
Excellent. All set? Okay. I'm Jason. I'm the GM for this game. You can find me on Blue Sky and Twitch at It's Probably Okay, or probablyokgames.com, home of the okayest games around, and working on more. So that's a lot of fun. I've been streaming more lately. I'm in a semester of school that is 75% easier than what I did last semester.
Yay!
So I'm taking 1 class instead of 4.
Oh God.
Woo.
Yeah. So this is good. But I was doing a speed run, right? I've been trying to get as much done as possible because I've got to get back to work. So anyway, I'm excited to be a librarian.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's everything there is to know about me. So the magic word that I think that encompasses what a lot of folks have talked about tonight, I think if you approach like wanting to treat people with dignity, that's like the magic bullet for me, is
Yeah.
thinking about dignity, right? Like, is this dignified?
Mhm.
How am I treating this person? And if I can say, yes, this is dignified, then I feel like I'm doing the right thing. And if I can't say that, I need to check what I'm doing. And I hope you'll make that your magic word too, because I think it works.
Love that.
Yeah.
I think we're all set. Okay.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.